better results. I'm very happy to know that there are only three of us from West Africa that have a pavilion here. Um, we should. People wonder why I travel, but if you're not here, nobody's going to know about you, about what you're doing, and you won't be considered for anything. We are a small nation, but we should not have small dreams. And this is what I always say. So being here, I think we tell the world that that nation which used to be looked upon as a war torn country, Ebola country, um, the most corrupt country is actually coming out of all of those images. We want to change the narrative.
Mefambuden, Wanakusha, Wanakabo. Welcome to Slpp Weekly News. This now our favorite program where they can every week to can highlighting key issues that would occur in that country. So Mefambuden, I welcome you for this program. This na Slpp Weekly News. The program where they come every week. Me where they talk, me Nadima the Great. But before I introduce my colleagues, then today we get for can join hand with me to discuss key issues then where I believe say irrelevant. Where we got for talk about the hardworking President Talk and do bill. And also we want to expose today the APC Tolongbo Toge Pambodi to the international community about them the things that way they do, where they make that country go behind. So if just the join, we want to share the program. This is Slpp Weekly News. Me fambo them once again. Me Nadima the Great, the Slpp Bobo. Fambo then, if you just the join we, this na Slpp Weekly News. Me where they are, me Nadima the Great, and me co-host where they are na DJ for the Slpp DJ. Then we get the chair lady, the advisor for all them programs that they host on the Green Movement, instead they are with we. Because today is a crucial business, and we don't understand say people then they use boku lie then, fake then, not the international community to just bring this government down. So today we chair ladies have there to can educate the one that we don't understand, the left and right about international community, how they operate. So I introduce the first person with me.
Our fellow Sierra Leoneans, good morning. I'm Mina DJ Force, the Slpp DJ, and I welcome you on Slpp Weekly News. And I say thank you, Deputy Chairman Holland Branch and Engineer, for bringing me on this show. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Next person. You mute.
Mina Tenekbaka are based in Australia, yeah? Are they down under? The last continent na the world. We really want for can rub mouth pan boku lie them we APC done they put together. But the message no more I get for you now. Una the SLPP who they na the go on. Una know they take them propaganda yeah likes, yeah? So una tighten una belts there.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Madam Tenekbaka. The message was clear. the propaganda don boku, the lie don boku. The APC Tolongo Toge Pambodi ready to tarnish this government in repetition now the international community. Reason to that, because they believe, say, by doing that will make them come na power. So the message, I believe, where Madam Tenekwaga just signal to the SLPP, we they in power. We not go for sit down and allow the APC Tolongo Toge Pambodi, the one that when they not sabi even sing music, the music where they command at the most nabasta picking. The one that anything when they put their hand inside na destruction. The one that we don't corrupt saloon, the one that we don't destroy saloon, the one that we don't recycle themselves, they don't come back to say, because Mother Bio they can do extremely well to make Mama Salon go up, but they don't come back. They say no, they don't get for accept that. They ain't get for come back na power to come destroy Mama Sierra Leone, to come make we brothers and sisters, then they go back na dirty box to go there eat them chicken them. Then chicken their way today give trauma to people then. So now that would they try for say, just like how my sister say, SLPP, if it be the ball now for wake up, because the APC Tolongo Toge Pambodi, their mission, they know the rest. And we serve SLPP don't tell them say, a child will say a mama not they sleep, himself not they sleep. So when I work on this program, SLPP Weekly News, now I can't wait. The big alajo them for la ukanya their lies and fake things and where they go around na the media from the APC Tolongo Toge Pambodi. Once again, this now una bobo Dima the Great. DJ Force, thank you very much. You just hear it, the topic don't begin already. You hear it from which lady is a strong advice to the SLPP them. And I believe say that advice they will not get for neglect and we get for talk small panam. Then from there we hit the nail. So what's in your take on that?
Well, I also say thanks to Madam Tenekwaga through like say the man where they do on the ground, their propaganda, I mean they know they underrate them. I mean they try for take them very seriously. But one of the things that I want for call Sierra Leoneans the attention to, may they remember when inquiry be they come, they say corruption go fight back. And this is where we have reached now. Corruption not they grew now, is fighting back, and it try for extend tentacles them to the international body. So that talk where President Bill talk, it's a corruption will fight back, but it's a fight that we must win. Everybody to the way they don't get job inside the SLPP party, where they are their ministries, them may they take the role of responsibility them very, very serious. As corruption they try for mortgage their job, corruption they try for put their job on the line. Because if you look at all the things that we corruption they do now is to make sure the international recognition where the government don't bill, now the one for damage. So corruption don't extend. It don't extend so much so that it don't they pull a virus all over the nation, internal and external. So they fight for takeover. But we have people who get tax dedicated to them. We get people at administrations and where every Monday they get salary. We they encourage them for take up their responsibility serious, for make sure say corruption lost this fight. Because if we see the way corruption done they go now, corruption get all agents there across the world, both internal and external. So once the president they don't create that awareness, they say it is a fight that we must win. Then let us prepare. Whether you get appointment inside the government or you not get appointment, but you not supporters, when allow we open with security network very strong for make sure say for damage corruption and hit corruption, make corruption not win this fight. So if you ask me for make her talk, well, I go and they first the other guests then talk, but I believe say Sierra Leone, it is hard time we try for stop corruption for let corruption not grow. If we allow corruption for grow, US you don't have feature. APC they pa milky say we can power it they give job, but that made the office where it is so that they go able can power. Not lie. When they can need give job. Yeah, they go make sure say you go with the highest frustration where you not go ever imagine for saying that so they go treat you. So make allow the other speakers and talk.
Thank you very much for that brilliant analysis. We DJ Force Yugi. If you just follow this program, this is not SLPP Weekly News. Now, yeah, we can discuss key issues then. Then we also debunk them fake propagandas then by the APC Tulumbu Tuge Pambody. And also then one the way they know meanwhile from a Sierra Leone for less long go before. So now, Madam Tenek Baka, we just be the rob multiply you signal where you send. And that signal, I believe, is a strong signal. So you get anything for say before we touch President Bill in speech part? You mute. You didn't mute.
Right from the beginning, we don't get the seat of governance. I tell and say, they fight corruption with corruption. But people then they inside we own very party. When they listen to their audio, then they get the way then they analyze it. They not they even try for reach to the person who don't put this audio. What's it mean? Okay, we don't say governance. They can't form governance on top of a corrupt system. The one that way they don't put in positions not create any changes in them positions then they. The one that way they can meet, then they continue for work with them. Now then they compile file for them. Now then they grab documents for them. Now then they dirty this water. Yeah? They fight corruption with corruption. When you ready for clean up corruption, when they can that system, we don't meet. They sweep. You move people from one place to another. Now make police then get routine duty because any single policeman don't take 5-10 years, they don't get customers then they. Now make them they move them around. So likewise, therefore don't move people there around rather than just stop them in one place because they don't already know how that system they operate in that place. Now then they put all them here together. And once they don't build that government on top that corrupt system, then they find it very difficult. It therefore be very hard for them. And the one that they don't give appointment to, they not try for look at the bigger picture of them positions then. They just lay back and just go with the flow. So it don't become a problem. We know say there is a global pandemic na the entire world. But what will they find today? What don't happen inside with trade and industry is heart-rending. Sometimes when you talk through inside SLPP, they see you as somebody who is very controversial. I mean, I'm one of these people then. If we can return back to Kutubu Kuruma in audio, it be talking. They say them people that when they visit Anes Kuruma, it say European Union, they say, then they can't want Anes for the violence where they go around the country. It say not to that some more. It say let them be careful. They can use that for other things. And now don't they see so? Now don't they see? And I be listening that audio and I begin thinking and analyze what Kutubu talk say na true. Sometimes when Kutubu talk, they say Kutubu they are today, they are tomorrow. Hey, it's very controversial, man, because the people know they accept truth. What you will lack na Africa na truth. People they know they accept truth. When you tell them the truth, they get the way where then they reverse it. You see? APC no they accept the truth, they no they accept them fault. You see, then they tried for run, but then they run, but they no they able hide. Now make try they give them that Bob Marley music. I say guiltiness, make it rest on their conscience. The government no go no side, they begin come out with report there. Oh, they corrupt. Now this first lady don't do. Now this person don't do. Now say guiltiness. Make it rest on their conscience. Because they don't they see some program the way president Bill don't bring come. Then they think and say, oh, now we for do this thing. Oh, we don't sleep. Oh, this man if we allow him to do this, we know they come back to power. Always see them at the head and come back to power. Then get time for the people of Sierra Leone. They're able to assess waiting at the needs of the people then at the community. Waiting make something or they work, why make something they work? They're not able to do that. All now the West don't now. Then they try for talk about this, then they try for talk about this. Me, I they always talk at conferences inside Australia and I okay meet up. with man and they say, oh, Africa then corrupt. Now I say, who that corrupt which una inside Australia? And I say, make am very clear to una. It takes two to be corrupt. Now two people then they do corruption. Una the West now, una don't corrupt Africa. So una left we, more rest in peace. Now una they corrupt we because of what you get, una no get. Yeah? Look the mining company then I say a good time. When I go check how much then they pay people then. That same mining company then get an aya. Then when I compare how much then they pay people then aya. Yeah? When government say maybe they increase the wages of the people there, then they begin say we the pack go we own brothers and they support them. But what me get for tell President Bill, it get for stand firm. Corruption they fight back. Like a DJ Force talker. When they don't try na free town, Poloko, they don't put them under control, they know they join there again for can make discuss inside Freetown. Now they don't finance say, oh, President Bill they get international recognition because it come with the free quality education. And I dey tell you, when you hold that educational package for any community, all other things they follow back, they fall in place. So now this they don't see say now mean they don't begin they come with distractions. And make am very clear back to now. Some of this international community rep them within the kind inside salon. Then they are CIA, then they work for the establishment, they no one for see the development of Africa. Any leader where they know say it gets sense, you want to bring that light to the children of Africa, then they try for destabilize you because they always want for whole Africa to ransom so that they go they do what they want for do. One day they run back to an escoma because they use and they bring their London mining, African mining, sign them big mining contracts there. What make Tony Black become a salon now because of their mining company? They not to say that let it be let salon. So they don't finance say this government, they not get for twist the president in head for how them bad mining companies there. Now they don't finance say, oh, this innovative they do. And President Bill don't return to the UN twice. He don't tell them say there should be a fair distribution when it comes to the seats inside Security Council. They don't begin say, oh, this now other one way in sense okay. So all those things they don't want her. Now make them hate Mugabe. He talk to for that seat they. They're not listening now. Now if they want to not listening, now people that way there and we don't can grab the land. They all to go back. This land it belongs to me people there. Now waiting we own inside Zimbabwe. So now similar thing that they don't begin to do. Then when they undermine seats in government then. When they go hold that meeting they behind closed doors say this one it look like say I open, it go do this for salon, it go do this for salon. Education they open doors for many opportunities there. They eradicate poverty. Education they make you see through a wall, you know exactly what you they go meet inside. Once you educate, not so that one that way to educate them put her inside bag. When you educate you get for sharing. So me advice to the ministers then. What to make some of these things APC they do and they succeed. They nearly want succeed because President Bill don't put on them positions then they for now una deliver. Una agenda they want they pass with would that for succeed President Bill. It's too early for them planning day. Now cabal and they pass with cabal. Would that get for succeed President Bill? Would they watch una? Me like me I get for come out for una single-handedly because when it said the dog you get for the bone. Una know how long you don't take that fight? You don't bring una car on board. Then una know they see through. Una they see what the APC they try for do. Una know they even come out. Una know they speak. Una don't talk mumu. Una don't get dementia. Una need for step up on again. If una not step up on again, anything will meet una. You blame yourself. Una really need for step up on again. We they see some of them. They see their body language. When the man they talk, we they see the body language there, the way that they behave. All that they think now after President Bio, after the permission, and then they me I vex so for them thing and the way they go on for say they not get foresight for catch up them thing and they let them try for bunker. We get special communication unit. They don't all mumu. Yeah. They don't tell me all the radio stations then the good work of President Bio they do not they one of their radio stations then because why? That don't throw signal say 2023 APC that money wey they don't see this don't panel. Now they got forgive all the media houses there. They no go talk no good thing but President Bio. So SLPP we need for wake up. We need for wake up. Yeah? that consortium wey dem don form na dem dey do this operation.
all the
Now dem dey inside their offices dem dey gather dem man dem dey give dem document, dem dey give dem information, now dem dey push am out to the international community because dem don see the recognition wey president Biodun dey get na overseas, na that dem dey try for bent im image and in presidency, and we no get for gree. Na one thing dey be, yala we go first the grass no grow, nobody no get monopoly over violence. Anyhow,
Thank you very much. That was the chair lady in self the
thank you
top.
very much.
Yes, DJ Force, continue.
No, I just want to see the areas the way Madam Chair Lady don't they touch, you know. Chair Lady is speak all. She said it all, and that's the fact. Yeah. Cabal and camp not to be weaker na power. Waiting be bring SLPP na power, na manifesto and policies. So it is hard time we need for bring the manifestos into actions and policies. And let an office say now the president no more the left give everything because Sierra Leone get one thing, Sierra Leone and the common Sierra Leonean where you get a job every day. The one President Bio they take phone, they call and say, Sam, how are you? How the body? If President Bio not talk to them for 2 days, 3 days, they become disgruntled. Such leadership will not want time. And Tenekpaka talk about say we don't form a government on top of 11-year administration, corruption administration, and we will come, we don't able to make sure so we break that barrier, we destroy the barrier, then they will continue with the flow. Saying that they compile the report, they send out to the international body, and they try for damage the international standard where President Biodun lifts Sierra Leoneans up to. I like him for that thing and the way he talk. I want for tell Sierra Leoneans and say, today, the opposition party where they cry today, we not 2 years it. Now don't forget what the opposition parties they be do, pull in a power. Well, their images and their gentries and they were when they be misused or pull in a power, when they take them money, they can't save an America, England, Germany. Well, we not forget for say, they go for sing now ace for me una can bring them come back to power. And Manakmana Tenekpaka don't talk and say the one the way President Bio don't give them the tax, it is time for them to step up their game and think faster than the oppositions. But with the life sit down, the opposition they act first before we they can act. And when are the government now for be more clever than the opposition. So today, the people are taking the biggest diamond, they sell them, they eat them. We all remain poor. Hajj gates, they take Sierra Leoneans then, they go put them and go on. They talk to them, they sit down and go on. Today, Sierra Leone, don't forget, these are the people now where they plan. These are the people that will fly. They fail for pay hotel bill. The president don't can Sierra Leone. He don't tell now. Yeah? They make una president not pass under in flag. Today, now the president, now the party this way sit down and fit all journalism. All journalists, they don't add force to them. They try for damage the image of the government. So we encourage we ministers them. We minister of information for making able to step up in game for let's say APC is preparing to damage this government. And once we are alive, we'll not get for taken from there. So I will let Mr. Dima you take her from there. If people are they don't think the biggest diamond they don't eat them, yeah, they pass now hotels and they know they pay bills them. Then people and they don't they sit on and fit on now. And it's come out they pay them every month. Everybody when weekend they read all they run on and fit on all they journal 98 point all they run on fit on they go take salary. Everybody start in a this station, they talk to them, they are not representing Sierra Leone or they're not working for Sierra Leone or they are not their government is not recognized. When I just look where the journal the ministers there, now their stations, they respect no they. Even when they give a question, when they want for answer, they know they allow them for finish what they want for say, then they pull on their hand because they are operating with the opposition just for let the opposition come back to power. And let them remember when Pakaba be in power, not to know the way Pakaba not do for the people where they circle themselves and fit on, but at the end of the day, they turn around and vote against the SLPP government. Make a whole and the force.
Now,
go ahead.
When I see, yeah, thank you. Now, when I see how the business sweet, when I see how the business But this program here, it can always very, very nice. You read the key recommendation there. Key recommendation then where Madam Tenek Baka just don't say the hard fact. I mean, brother DJ Forcev don't say the hard fact. Now, before we enter proper into the show, this is not just introduction no more. Before we enter, we can begin with President Tokendubio in speech first. With Egi. Then from there, we enter into APC Tulumbu Toge Pambodi. If people they don't forget, if SLPP don't forget, if Sierra Leoneans don't forget, if the international community don't forget, well, today is a day where we get for can expose the APC Tulumbu Toge Pambodi. Then we tell them under their leadership, what did they do? So now, as if you just join this program, this is now SLPP Weekly News. Now, yeah, we can talk all the latest activities, then current things that they go on at that country there. If you there, just copy, share the program to your brother and sister them. This now current affairs. I mean SLPP Radio, SLPP Weekly News. So let's continue with something we I want to let you know about.
Sierra Leone hopes to raise millions of dollars for development projects by auctioning a huge uncut diamond believed to be one of the world's largest in New York in December. The gem, known as the Peace Diamond, rejected a $7.8 million initial bidding tag.
The big challenge for us is to make people aware of the special significance of this Peace Diamond, that this just isn't like any other diamond. This is a diamond that is going to benefit tens of thousands of people who are at the extreme level of poverty, who are at the extreme level of poverty. Talking about people that don't have clean water, people who don't have electricity, no schools, no medical facilities, not even bridges to leave the village when in the rainy season. So this diamond's very special because of the impact it's going to have.
The diamond, described as the 14th largest in the world, was unearthed in March by a Christian pastor who gave it to the government.
There's a reason God gave these diamonds to the poorest people in the world and made the richest people want them. This is tikkun olam. This is making the world a better place.
The stone has been exhibited in Israel and will be shown in Antwerp, Belgium, one of the world's diamond capitals, until November the 10th. It will finally go on sale in New York in December.
Thank you very much. You know, when I just don't watch this program, before I bring President Bio in speech, I cover this program based on the topics where we talk. Now, yeah, you know, just like what he DJ Force say, we don't get a government we don't serve for 11 good years. What he then believe in are racketeering, criminal activities. They don't care about salon. They don't thief. This is not one of the evidence. We all can remember when we get this demo here, na salon. The whole world look at Mama Sierra Leone about this diamond. But today, how that diamond go, what happened, we don't know. So we don't get a criminal racketeer government, a regime, we don't care about the people then, when they only believe in criminals. Now, when Madam Tenekpaka talk about international community, when APC be in a power, then make sure they extend the wing them. They try to make some connection then with the European unions, the Western, the international community in certain part them, when they believe in also in corruption. So, and as by Chroma, then a power a come out, but because of them things that we do, and today Sierra Leoneans then they don't know who side and them or them way if for benefit them, who side enter. Now they see the higher level of corruption where they occur today now. Because if we think about the press release, where the APC press release, where it come out, we can know say definitely it be one side, it not been there straightforward, it be one side. So before we hit that target, these are some of the root cause of then corruption. Then what would they see today where it be happy under and as by Kroma and the corruption they can fight back with money, with finance. They were equipped. They say 2024 they come back in the power. So now DJ Force, you see this diamond where I don't play and he highlighting about them because you're in a place where they talk about evidence. You not just get for can see no more and listen, but we talk about evidence. Now the diamond I don't show. What in your own take on this diamond? Yeah, then from there we give back to Madam Tenekpaka. Then from there we go to the speech.
Well, thank you very much. We'll continue for remind Sierra Leoneans then. The entire Sierra Leoneans, both internal and external, they don't know the reason why Sierra Leoneans they put power on APC there. They don't forget. The man said there is a reason why God don't give this diamond. He said there is no electricity, there is no hospital, there is no water. Now may God bring this diamond. Yeah? Today, Sierra Leoneans, APC either diamond, they will all remain poor. Now the party this again, will allow, they don't set their system, their foundations from where they get power, and that system, they want for take for break through this government, for put the credibility of this government, the respect of the government down. Now, there are people where they inside the system, where also they operate for the APC come back to power. Well, will they bring the information here to them, for me they know see, we not forget it, and the memory no go far that far it. If today they say, rest no day and fit on, rest down there, well, look at this diamond away for make day, rest for don the cheap way President Biron come to power. Because this diamond alone, for don't able make sure say, we able for the feed we self na Sierra Leone, be for don't able them, President Biron for car again indicator for buy tractors. President Biron for car again, transportation ton problem na free ton. Because this diamond for don't provide all the facility they need. President Biron for car again, SLPP party no for car again, they go cater for can be longer bridge. SLPP party no go car again, where if for they provide 81 they provide energy for 81 villages. Yeah? SLPP no for the car. SLPP no for the car again, where for the SLPP they give 127,769 citizens across the country energy. And they give SLPP they also they can again they give 1,495 business petty traders investment. If for them SLPP for them meet all the facilities they are. If APC Tolongbo to get pan body, be serious. But the people they will sit down and Freetown, like when Madam Tenekpaka talk. Freetown capital city, what in the hate? Not true. And the people where they defend themselves in Freetown capital city, these are not Chinese. These are Sierra Leoneans. Yeah? Now people where they're born at the various districts, then they come from themselves into Freetown. Now they're not able to support and damage the APC Tolongbo to get pan body. Instead, they add roots foundation to APC for damage the SLPP government where don't come, where they pay how many thousands of school picking and school fees. Now that facility they AYV radio they fed for. Now that facility they 98.1 they fed for damage the good work of President Bio so that APC go kind of power where they can prostitution they increase, tribalism they increase, and corruption go increase. So now that's really Freetonians they fed for because what make they refer more to Freetonian. Freeton, now they see the convoy of President Bill every day. Any government where succeed, it will be the campaign, be the talker. Any government where they succeed, the people who reside in the capital city, now they're responsible. Why? Now they see the everyday activities of the government. Every money where they come out, they go to the provinces, now the capital city, they come out. But this capital city, they try for mortgage with country for let APC can they continue for damage. Today, people they sit down at feet on for let they even get clean water, they not buy water, they know they drink, but they are quite happy. when President Biron don't count engineers them, they don't survey the whole Freetown for make sure say for run pipe for supply the whole capital city Freetown, not only Freetown, the whole country. Just like where SLPP they try for provide energy to 81 villages, and they supply energy to 127,769 citizens them. Yeah, and they also support 1,495 businesses in rural communities. This now the work of the government where APC they try for damage now that country. So at the end of the day, we encourage Fritonians there for say that diamond, bro. Everything today owner they cry for say rest no de Pamidia, Pepe dia, European Union recognition. Well, that diamond they if APC be serious, they use it at the right place. Then today will not for the Allah say Pamidia, Pepe dia, rest no de rest there. But una don't let sit down. The party owner believe in owner love. They don't enrich themselves. They don't sit down for them on the day. They don't go be state host at McKinney. One great person don't go be state host at McKinney. If you don't pay that money there, then they use that money for use for put a credible and respectable government down because of what? They don't be say the government don't they make sure say the taxpayer money don't they will go to the poor men there, to the poor people there. And at that, and his command on to say as second for the Sankon and Sierra Leone, when no one for allow this facility reach to the market women there, to the wheelbarrow rider there, to we pambule we pull another country. So make a Holland first. If the diamond today where they go and buff we well go for the reminder for say APC not good for themselves, and not good for Sierra Leone. And we not go allow let corruption fight back. We'll keep corruption.
Thank you very much, DJ First. Now I'll go to Madam Tene. This corruption will be the talk about. Now, this diamond don't come out. We don't see the diamond. Where the white man, a glady bang, a talk say people then they when they come out now, poor country. God bless them so much with riches. Now, where God don't make these riches don't come out like this biggest diamond. Now the world. When I don't get this guy for transform all the one that when they poor. It say we bang the white man they will reach with the envy when I poor when they get their resources there. The other honest by Kruma. Get this money, this diamond a count under the European Union. Since this diamond don't come away for benefits for you, we know you're nothing, everything don't go yen. What in are you on take?
Now they use for fight corruption back. I can tell you that diamond. Now after we get that diamond, then they go bring boats and pin and water from Turkey for getting electricity. Wait today, technology don't take over the world. Technology don't swallow the market of the world. Where there before don't go bring solar panel there. Instead of fake one the way them go collect na China hanging and no on the street. Like say na animals then they rule na that country day. Hey, as straight over 2023 to 2024, who side grass not get from going, not the breaking. But this na neck. We go see what they do. Because they will vote and back. I repeat, nobody not them monopoly over violence. We not counter with the water according to. Yeah? Because that diamond for them being all hospitals. Now the 49 chiefs done there inside Sierra Leone. If I don't be schools then, secondary schools then, we for don't get the biggest health center. Now the same now the way Ebola can hit the country with all the donations we will give, with everything we will give. No Sidon, I talk to the CEO, he pay for 40 foot container for go inside that country. Yeah, at the end of the day, before they left out, then declare the country austerity. What a shame. What's the man talker? He said this money will reach to the poorest man inside the village. Salmon population. In all 7 million safe. Now 5 million. Now they will change figure for letting them more votes than the north. Now they count that 7 million. Now they say they do census, let them verify how many people they say they don't agree. What I want to census. How the government will give fair distribution of resources when you know the amount of people that wait there inside the country. Like you see that, then they educated fool them, then they make the stupid argument say we not agree for census. The census. They go ahead and they do it. Yeah, government no go able give resources. Na any place wey you know how many people that they live there. We just not conclude with your census now. Yeah. Anytime before election, they do census now. Let them know how many people they don't have, how many people they alive, how many people they in certain areas. There. According to our population, that's what they distribute the resources to. Yeah, nice census they all about, but they are so dumb that everything is politics. Without that money, they don't bring electricity, they don't bring clean water. Some parts of it are not be get water. Now, President Joe don't come, he don't make sure say electricity now the foundation of every society inside like the business people they know they come because how they go for operate electricity not the now see they don't bring politics guy any side no the energy minister go play then they get the border where they set for cost cable because if lights can will not be carry gain power. Na stupid idea that they know they law for the country. I see them not good for them for that country they're not good for themselves. Now the propaganda down the way they give. But what's not really the European Union? Your enemies are not our enemies. We are Sudanese. Yeah. We are a state. We have the right and mandate to operate with anybody for the best interest of the people that inside Sudan. Yeah. Because they don't fight with China, they all the team up against China. They want everybody include inside that fighting. No. Sudan is a state. Now a sovereign by its own. We get the right and mandate for deciding who good for our country. Not who want for our country. We are enemies and not our enemies. We are the doing purposely for taking their job there to China for people that they migrate and country. Then let them not get access to job. Long as they enslave them. And at the time president, that meant as slavery not buy into this European Union then. Because that diamond with all that praise and praise they underpay salon. Even the one that will go sell and go and the don't like in the European the actual money for paying for that diamond. So the ones of who stupid when they will continue for the manipulate them that the society they can't take their resources them for gold are free of charge. Now that they do. So that diamond they let's see them never complain for 11 years when they go they declare that country say nothing not now they want the president look at fix everything inside 3 years. We dey wait. Smoke like they don't see the fire they can there. You only advise. You now when they don't give you in a position. You know say now go the pandemic day. But you the trade minister, this message they go directly to you. It they go directly to you, Inga Sandy, Minister of Trade. And they make it very clear to you. SLPP. Mark the SLPP not a social club. Neither a secret society. Now a political institution where they for win souls for big people that come on board. You now the Minister of Trade since they give that appointment. You know you change the trade inspectors then. Or neither more people that for bring them can the trade inspectors then. Now then they work in partnership with this Importers Association for cost inflation inside markets. Because there is no price tag. Australia, everything will go up, but price tag be. It's something that is $6. You walk out the entire shop then at $6. Why would not get price tag? Because the trade inspectors there. You got 149 chip down there inside salon. If you don't get 5 trade inspectors, you not create that opportunity. You not employ your own people there. The one that the corrupt system they don't it's now they work with. Now that maybe still we now inside salon. And what big now they then at the trading sector. Now they say what they jump and sleep. All this done there, all that propaganda for them, this government here. If you know the job, you resign now. They put other person there. Hey, administration different, academia different, a politician different. That make it very clear to you. So what should they do? The president of importers, na APC man. Now when they connive with the people there, yeah. Now then they control this institution, yeah. Now then they control the market. What should they do? Then they just sit down with the national public procurement authorities. Then they can with price tag. When they see that they don't can, they pass around now. Then with Ministry of Finance and Ministry of Trade, then look at the price tag together. So with the importer association, then they agree to government say this thing wey they can at 250. So when the goods don arrive, then they return back, they go meet the NPP authorities. They say where inflation don dey dollar price don go up, then they go put their own price tag. They sell anyhow how they want. The minister no ever calm down for waka from shop to shop for know the price tag of that thing. And they una come on their offices, then una stand on the street, yeah. Una no can make una self a demigod. Yeah, minister dey catch train. Oh, tell the dog, they tell the dog.
Thank you very
You
much.
need to go out there and check the price tag. Not rely on them trade inspectors them. Now APC operative them. Where you don't how many jobs you don't create for them trade inspectors there for mix them up with own people there. Hell, even here with man when they take government, then they do changes. They bring their own people the way they work in the best interest. Now that make us say you know they fight corruption with corruption. Now they can build a system they on top that same corrupt system. Then they don't see the water for una. You need to wake up the trade minister. If you don't wake up, you hand over the baton. If you don't meet up the game, you hand over the baton. We don't tire, we don't cry. Yeah, everything don't go up, but price tag day. When enter the sea, you go compare to other shop, you decide which side they buy. But there's no price tag in Sierra Leone because you know they come down for waka for see the reality. You rely on the APC operative trade inspectors and the information where they can do. Now they do. Almost you don't be in the desk, they secure that the desk. Nobody enough tire. We not they take this job here. We call them, they pick up this that. We not don't make that issue, yeah. Now they give scope to APC. So that them nonsense. They will that for frustrated politician. Why don't conspire with APC? He say we don't work for international community. They talk about energy, but why they not do one cable inside food all? Now then they part this cartel. We not need for wake up. We not need for wake up.
Thank you very much.
We know they should let this government drop. We not agree.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Madam Tene. That's Madam Tene. Madam Tene tried for highlighting that President Talk and do Biodepa work very hard.
Yeah.
Depa work very hard, extremely hard, but key people then they pan ball. And I will not sleep. We not go for make anybody. So it just give in your recommendation, what you don't see from in your perspective. And I believe say the one that way they listing and the government directly they listing and the trade minister way they listing, they will understand what you will talk. Okay, now we don't see the APC Tolongo Toge Pamodi they pan destroy this government by blackmail. But before going further, I go want remind we all back after the election of Kwenandogo district election. What can happen? We see APC violence, they create violence there. They get their own toggery. The like of Dr. Richard Conte, we in say in a doctor, but I go today at the tell when I say categorically the man na doctorate in toggery. They go vandalize, they go use beaucoup people that will come on the like of McKinney, other places them to go disturb the peaceful citizens them na Kwenandogo district. We see the amount of money when they pour there, not only the money when they pull, that money the way they don't thief Sierra Leoneans the money. Then go there, they use and they also they use the then talks and then marshal the way they train to destroy and vandalize that particular election. But then now, then one day what would they call them the new, where they say that election watches, then they watch election or the APC activists them, where them boku so much they see the reality, what happened. They not put it on paper. They grab and can strike different things against the SLPP, how the SLPP this, the SLPP that. But outrightly, we all see exactly what the APC do. APC be then on social media, the team be then on social media. They beat people then, they vandalize, they then send, they burn people them motoka. They do beaucoup things then. But then at the end of the day, what is so shameful and disgraceful, Masaba Samba, because a loyalty lies to the APC, they use the fake new, say then a new election watch, they watch election, it is report. The thing here is funny. You know, I can understand why with frustration they come. I can understand why Madam Tene frustration they come. It is give the hard fact. You know, people that knew them, not to people that way for be representative for election watch. Why? Because
Local election.
yes,
Election watch, yeah.
no, it's not possible because Masala Samba now one of the key figure where again is a boss for new. And at the end of the day, this report where you see so where Mula come to come make this report here, where he only went to Anes by Kruma, they listen to Masala Samba them, they send their report, then that report they no more way they take. And where Mula take and cow it. But now I talk about that diamond business because they be don't, you know, they don't be used to a system where it corrupt, a system where they manipulating, a system where not care about Sierra Leoneans them. Now that system they end their love. I remember also on Madam Tenet speak, you say, President Biona man we don't come, learn, highly educated. The man we don't team up na UN, the international community, is say a one that Africa get a seat inside the UN Security Council. President Bio don't team up, it don't attract to the world. And they don't see say President Bio, it don't win the best president in West Africa. And President Bio not only team up on that. Just President Bio, this come where it don't come. It don't do things where no other president within the Africa region don't do one. President Bio don't fight corruption. It meet corruption at the point of 20%. Now today corruption at 80% corruption free. But now we don't see say because of them things then they now the APC they know say they not get for come back in power. What did they do? They want their way be done left. Where President Bioka say government of inclusion. Where get position then they some of them get access to their ministers then they undermine them. Yeah. Then they undermine them, and at the end of the day, then they take some report that they send on to Anes by Kroma and the APC, and then fake people then to tarnish the government a repetition. But maybe don't talk and say the Bible and the Quran a day for SLPP, a day with President Bio. No matter how I want then this hero what we get, this savior what we get, where the whole eyes they on right now. My brothers and sisters, you just the waste your time. Because President Bio na blessed child, and President Bio loves Sierra Leone, and President Bio he worked very hard. I remember again the last speech where Madam Tenet talk. He said President Bio he suffer to get that position. He team up hard to get that position. So we know where they around them. We wanna they help them. We not just go for sit down like Mumu. We not go for work very hard with them to make sure we execute the agenda. President Bio love the people then. President Bio again, that feeling every day. If I would call on the man will like walk past anybody, we not see no president will love walk past anybody. This man a very intellectual man. It not look like the other Munku president where been there, where at the end of the day it destroyed the country. So it won't save Mama Sierra Leone, but because of greed, because of badat, because of jealous, they want destroy President Bio administration. But you not go for destroy him because we are living in the world of technology. Everything where they go on, a day on paper with the CM. So nothing not get for intimidate we. So this not the reason why you see the things. Madam Tenet, thank you very much. The truth is the truth. True not get ben ways. Either the hard fact now you say is team up on the hard fact. Una where they work with President Bio, una for make sure tell President Bio the truth. Team up before I tell him the truth than you fake him. Because it better you tell me the truth than you fake in my eyes. If you the fake, President Bio go rose fake the fake boo. President Bio agenda to make Mama Salon let it go before. Una all join hand. And why would they say wake up today, SLPP? Is because una won't forget. And we want to tell una today, let una not forget. If you watch this program tonight, SLPP, I will take una back the days of Anes by Kroma, where it be then a power, where it destroys alone, where anybody want to talk, it sense soldier man, they learn a firearm. Where it look at Vice President, it sack him, it's an above case. Where it look at Kailan whole vote, if say avoid, it say if you had to let you go on a police. It's Christian at top. We see all those things that happen. International community, they know, they see them. But because of corruption, now that we see say it happen, you know. But today we they expose them. If you just join the program, this program now SLPP Weekly News. Now yeah, we they can't say the hard fact and this expose the APC to Longo to get pambod. And then one day we nowhere for them. They're not meaning. They are not meaningful for Sierra Leone. So now I take you to President Bio in speech. How should the program to continue? We see President Bio Edongo and Asa with CNN be highlighting key issues then we are very relevant. So Madam Tenet DJ Force, let's listen to President Bio in speech. Then from there we'll analyze them to the public. Then before I begin with the Jaffa way President Bio, where God forbid the Jaffa way and as by Kroma due to Sierra Leonean, let we expose them to the world, let them see. When I let listen to this program.
Rich nations there step up and pay up. The group of African negotiators wants help to curb emissions and adapt to the changing climate. Their message: Africa contributes the least to climate change, but is affected the most. In today's exchange, you'll hear more about those demands. I spoke earlier with one of the African leaders at the COP26 summit, the president of Sierra Leone, Julius Maada Bio. I asked him about the effect climate change is having on his country's agriculture and the poverty level.
What we have done is, as a country that is prone to the effects of climate change, we have also set up what we have as what we call as a disaster management agency. And this comes into operation or does a lot of work around prevention. And with the help of this agency, we've been able to do quite a lot in terms of clearing the gutters and all the channels to make sure that before the rains set in, we don't have any blockages that will lead to flooding in Freetown in particular. And where we've had instances of disasters, this body has gone in to provide some support, and it's on the radio and using other media to inform people about what we can actually do as a nation to prevent disasters. So they are all around the country, a special purpose agency just to prevent disasters and to help where disaster strikes.
Some of the wealthiest countries are some of the biggest emitters, and they are falling well short of their emission reduction targets. As we've seen in the US, even the US is challenged to push through a domestic agenda to act on climate change. What are you hoping to see come from the COP26 summit? And just before you answer that, I want to play a little bit of sound from Sir David Attenborough, who spoke a short time ago.
Working apart, we are a force powerful enough to destabilize our planet. Surely, working together, we are powerful enough to save it.
What are you hoping, Mr. President, will come from the COP26 summit to address climate change? What action would you like to see?
Well, maybe.
Now we just hear it, President Bio. We now the talk and do the man we God sent for we as we reviver. We they represent Sierra Leone at the global stage. You know, one thing I want to let people then understand first before I give Madam Tenet back our DJ first. President Bio, then they admire him so much. President Bio, why they admire him is because of a good jobs than what he do. Since it take power, he not sleep. I wonder how many times he don't sleep. He gets sleepless nights just because he want less Sierra Leoneans them. We go before, let the country transform. Any side where he go today, we don't see the impact we did can get. Because of a leadership, we don't win Boku awards them. Even the MCC award. You know, this way other country than they wish for. We, one day happy, even President Anes by Kruma a regime. So you see what is the happen. But now, because of the international recognition where President Bio get, because of President Bio don't do things in Sierra Leone so much that the APC 11 good years where they fail to do them, they no say they know they come back in power. So what did they do? Now, the one they way na activists then where they make, then fake activists them, where then propagandalists them, where na APC activists them, and then they patented the government in character and reputation at the international communities. Why? Because they feel say when they do that, beaucoup things then go cut. But one thing, Sierra Leone is an independent country. Before President Bio, when President Bio take power, before even international community begin involved inside to help them for the free quality education, it took on 3 good months where President Bio begin doing without no support of the international community. If we not forget that, I want everybody know that 3 good months, nobody without when they see say it don't succeed on what they do now make the begin can help now. So now this thing they want to do. Before I give you Madam Tanet Baka, you see, well, the last time we the PRO for the SLPP, it gives some statements them where I want, let us not forget about them. The APC score watches them, like Marasala Samba, the like of then Mara or so forth them. They are using all them writing bad images then against the government. Then he said by doing that, go make this government get bad name. So now the APC then with violence and thuggery and also blackmail, that is their plan. Now would they see so. So now you just don't like this video. I just don't take on a mind back on that election of Kwenadogo district. What is happening there? What in I you take on this? What I don't see. Madam Tenepaka.
Power. We see what happen at the mountain yonder, that disaster will be happen. When them people then they don't displace because of the mudslide, they be packed na Juba. The first person will go na that site. Now the first lady Fatima Bio. President Bio with others begin for go. Then they give them people then supply. APC when at the sitting government, then before their hand and fold them foot. It happened again at Bay. All the things that we then send for the people, then they lock inside one house, they not distribute nothing to them. So right from there, President Bio, before they take power, it be done they see what's in the key issues then. Now that make when it come to power, they go on the streets with his wife, with everybody, then they help for clean the streets. Then they help for clean their gutters then. Because when the gutters then they don't see them block, now they the flooding, where the water they can't they able pass, then it begin go inside people their house. It rather unfortunate when Thunderman be don't spot that mayor they tell them say this mayor they sabotage this government, then they go say they don't bully the woman, what's in there but we as APC they holla as APC they holla no more. I don't know if na panic SLPP they panic, then they begin put their own people then they for satisfy APC, they don't know say na damage them, they damage them. So from that time President Bio don't study, he don't understand what's the key issues there for this global warming, and people that they build houses and at the wrong side and they cause sticks there when they know they plant. So now make it come with that particular ministry there for let somebody they let them they in charge. You go be surprised when I go do my internship na salon, I go work na kono with Caritas, we do the disaster risk reduction management. The way we cannot the flood, behold the car then company then they NDMC then they go dig them place they no more then left then they know they cover them. They begin the policies there but they're not strengthening disaster risk reduction management. So President Bio don't see the future of that country. He don't see what they can. So they go to against Pambody. When them disaster then they happen in Africa, what did they do? Then take the people then they can go back off for mine, they go dump the middle of the bush. The money all way international community give them for big houses then for them people then they will don't. When are IDPs then, that means the internal displaced people then by natural disaster. There will be 155 house they snap and they sell them. As the money can pan body then build, then they build toilets inside that pan body then call us self-contained. I get the audio in my hand. With the plan on current affairs. People that way they inside wheelchair then disability then they inside that pan body they then say snakes then they enter deeper then. Me with Minister of Social Welfare, they knew that summer. I dey my office wey somebody go complain, we go do donation at that place. So President Bio don see all the thing ya. E be don dey work the modalities dem. Na im make e create that ministry for see how dem dey work. The APC all the thing ya dem know say that thing what President Bio dey do. Dem no one day attempt am. So dem dey try for damage this government. Me key recommendation Ministry of Information. E get for make sure say e dey employ people dem wey dem dey gather their information and dey put am together. Dem do ya I dey beg una. All wetin happen na Kabbalah. Una put am together, una go give this mullah. This mullah no get good record. E don work na South Sudan. Then they go sit down a country. Then they are agents. Then they exploit the natural resources of the people then. So they won't deal with somebody wey no get brain, wey dem dey use like an escroman so. E no level headed compared to President Bio. If you don dey presidency, na be businessman, not to be politician. E na be businessman. Na hustle the car hustle. Na that hustle dey line wan continue. E no get for happen. You dey hold APC to ransom, but you no dey hold Suwale to ransom. Trust me, I don tell you. 2023, 2024, nobody no get monopoly over box. Una count out the box. Emma tell you, let that DJ first talk and time fights. All na kuskas na Makeni dey stop. Na Kabbalah una go set kuskas. What they say by election na East South una run all day. Now una see game wey dey give una. It's very frustrating and very heart-rending. Now they don't go with surgery inside Kabbalah. Then they go back and compare the story. Now reverse psychology na they bring am. President Bio not take that intimidation from anybody in the international community. Let them not even threaten you. When we run salon without their money, trust me, salon is so rich if we focus with iron ore, with diamonds. The marine resources, no more the fishery, don't do for feed the population of salon. Look Rwanda. What's it happen in Rwanda? How many minerals Rwanda gets? Now they left free. That emphasis where President Bio dey place on that Security Council. Now make them one come run that game day. To be honest, President Bio dey put everything in place. If you be say na Juba, where they feed the IDPs there. So if you don't know the key issues then where they cause this, now make you don't decide for create a ministry for work on them things then they for make sure say they help people there where they encounter them flooding them, then natural disasters then when a fire, when a other things there. What they in opposition with all the money where they don't see. What happened recently in Susan's Bay? Whose donation will go be? President Bio in Bia picking the second one, he go donate there. And the school man one day they give donation at church or mosque. Before that court wey don sit na Makeni, na make people then they disappear. Na make wey dem grab. 2023 they come back inside na Salo. Grass no there for grow day.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Madam Tenekbaka. Now I come to DJ.
Grass no there for grow day. President dey do well na that disaster management. They do great job there. But now the city mayor dey sabotage that disaster management in order to clean the city.
We can't. Now, if you just join with this now SLPP weekly news, now with the city hard fact. Now, DJ for you just don't listen to President Tokendu in speech. Under that speech, I see it talk about disaster management and prevention. But before I give you one, when we talk about prevention, President Bio inside Africa now one of the best person we do that thing they call we know about the thing they call disaster management and prevention. Why I say so? Because when I see how where Ebola come, the carelessness of Anes by Kruma, where you know he would take in your job, in your responsibility serious, play out of negligence because entire day with Konde. It allow for disaster like enter the Ebola enter and kill and damage with people in that country. Day. Now, President Bio where Corona enter, what he do? He try to reduce and put safety mechanism in place, all the structure that make in fact all over Corona they enter, but Corona they enter na salon. They see APC then pass na again when they pass around they go enter inside salon with the car with Corona day. So when we talk about prevention and disaster management, nobody not go take that credit day from President Tokendu because President Tokendu he don't do You know what exactly they do. You know how to save Mama Sierra Leone in times of crisis. So you see, these are the things where we talk about, where the APC Tolongo Toge Pambodi them, whenever they hear President Token Rubio, they hat the poel, they can with Badat, they can with things where they damage the country. Now, DJ Force, I take you to President Bion's speech. He talk about prevention and also the flooding. And we see what is happening. Now the flooding because of reckless government of the APC. Now that happened where people that they lost their life, also with the Ebola. What's in your take?
Well, the disaster management, we tell President Bill, thank you. He not only formed that office for even damaging the trees. Now, President Bill, we don't train forest guards. Now, them forest guards here, where they be don't train, now Sierra Leone, are they active? Because they are also part of they are part of the management team under disaster management. Yeah, because the deforestation, they also talk about inside our speech. COPs 2026 EU Summit. Yeah, the forest guard where they belong to Sierra Leone, are they working or are they just taking salaries in Sierra Leone? And Madam Tenekpakato can say it's like when APC speak, the ministers listen. When SLPP speak, the ministers play deaf and dumb. But we also want for increase information. Now, the government for say APC don't build more radio stations, social media broadcaster information, just for the make sure say they put in more trend into the party for come to power 2023. We God not get for allow that. So we want for draw the attention for government for say when we they can sit down now, what will they talk? Are they listening? Are they learning from us? Are they practicing the recommendations what they give to them? Like whatever radio stations the way APC they broadcast through, the APC leaders are putting into practices. Now I make it on they see Masala Sambas there, they blackmail the government, they dent the image of the government. But I'm glad where President Bio say, I will engage and I will look into it. The judiciary system today, where they damage, of course, you don't play all that video there for let it reach side they talk about. President Bio talk and say, do not be afraid of election when good result is coming in favor of the government. Well, this don't take in and say APC now a dangerous political party, now a criminal political party where they for make sure say Sierra Leone their wealth no benefits them. All this way they do, even if they come to power, the resources is not going to spend on Sierra Leoneans. Then not to today they don't give power to APC. They don't give power to APC from 1967 until this date. Today we are still crying for good roads, good transportation, good electricity. Now, all Masala Samba in report where they give today inside that new where they send to Mula, where Mula they come up from European Union, they go visit and Skuma. Mula now European Union rebels. And I want for draw and say today, this European Union where APC they use for then the international image of President Bio in government and the SLPP administration, then now this European Union they deport Sierra Leoneans them. They say they not go agree Sierra Leoneans they sit down at the countries there. So they deport Sierra Leoneans them. So what they don't do? Once the deportation they take place, they don't go back for go create what they go for damage with institutions and try for create war now we country. Now make in the final say they get APC agent and European Union where they sit down and compile report and take 2018 election we don't 2021 election we don't pardon days and Kabbalah they bring all inside that report. The real report where they for bring what happened inside 2018 election they wave them out and they bring things that will go dent and damage the image of this government here. Yeah. So if you ask me for make a talk, well, the national and international obligations where President Bio don't they try for throw at the European Union, the United Nations, and the independent the justice where it don't become independent now with society. Now APC they try for dent. Now maybe they blackmail with institutions there, and they also try for create fear into the judiciary system. Yeah, then when APC be in power, the judiciary system be only they reflect on drivers and petty traders. But today we don't get a commission where they inside the sub-regions them where they try for provide justice for Sierra Leoneans. Them. Everybody go testify say the judiciary system is independent and they are doing well in the justice system. So when President Biodon provide commissions in the sub-regions and what I mean in the sub-region, all the district and areas and they will court not be there again. When nothing not there again, when they get matters, past they migrate Kana Pito or Makeni, Kabbalah or Kaila and Kana Kenema, all the three are President Biodon put the system here in place. So what did the APC they try for do? They try for blackmail the office of the national security now state for make sure say they create fairness for let them able bump up and come to power. But we tell the APC Tolombo Tollgate Panbody say come 2024 or 2023, brother, we all born in Sierra Leone. We don't say APC is not capable for take the responsibility for Sierra Leonean. Whosoever na journalist who sit down and preach on where they try for undermine this government for let APC kind of power. Well, anything will happen to you, you blame yourself. You blame yourself. Because you journalists today, if you sit down and preach on where they will buy motorcar for you, say pass you go beg or pass you thief, yeah, or pass you be ministers, would I lay the foundation? Now from Shaka Stephen in time, JS Momo, yeah, and it's by Coma. So if we don't forget, we will keep the record straight. The national and international recognition, what we don't get, neither one for pass through the Pikine in the European Union and damage them. Where would they call the Foreign Affairs Ministry for let it interfere? For make sure say, them what they work na EU, whether they work na European Union, they are working for APC, they are not working for the nation. They must resign and they must change them. Yeah? Because an officer for more kind of power, President Bio don't even recommend somebody for go work in the European Union. Or the foreign department, foreign ministry don't recommend anybody for go work in the European Union. All the foundation where APC lay, now they work with. And we're not going to work with 11-year administration, and we can't be 3-year government on top of 11-year administration. That will affect we. Now I make it the final say that they mortgage the government in good work then. But moving forward, how for dry test Sierra Leoneans then say, whosoever today where they don't give you job, and you know they try for implement your role of responsibility serious for stop APC them for the propaganda or tell APC they say they are not in charge. Now when they in charge and when they afraid APC, well, your job is on the red line. Yeah? Masala Samba, if they free tongue, if you don't then have free tongue, by elections that they take place from 2007 to 2018, any European Union become for come inform SLPP say that elections the way be done they pass from 2007 to 2018, all by elections they not be credible. Would that be then a preach on radio stations where be they try for 10 APC say what now they do so for their by elections, they wanna they go key much amount they cut woman they be them for Natobo. Yeah. Now, all the by-elections that will be take place now free tongue. They tell you APC be in a power, all ended into violence. And now the ministers they be the cause their violence they did. New be there? Would that be the way be the right to European Union for damage the image of the former government will be there? Everybody was happy. Yeah? So you were there in a free tongue. You feel say you are new, where in a local observer, election observer, and you try for bend the image of the government. Well, anything will happen to you, you blame yourself. because we know they take her for Masala Samba. Yeah, they call an escomapa Bintumani 3. You know good. Coronavirus vaccine camp. They say, man, you can't take her. You know good. All the IG there, all the military personnel there, for say an escoma get trained past there inside Sierra Leone. They let sit down. You know, can't take that injection. You know, take camp. Yeah? Bintumani 3, they call her. You know good. There's a lot of things the way they invite them for let them come sit down and build build Mama Sierra Leone to a better Mama Sierra Leone. You know, they participate. But whereby election car na Magoroka, Makeni, Kabala, they put you to the inside Motuka where they go misbehave, police turn blind eye to it, and they picking they go write international report and send it to international body for international recognition. We are not going to accept this. Yeah. It is hard time for Minister of Information and Foreign Affairs Ministry for men and those say we government we not go take foreign recognition for can damage. Nobody no go agree for let anybody take foreign recognition for can damage to government. We not agree. We not take it from nobody. If they not respond, we will go respond and we will go resist. They will get the tax, and will get the offices when they are getting paid. If they are not ready to take the record straight with APC, then we are here who are not getting paid, but who are putting our voice across to keep the record straight on APC for say anything APC they do for come back to power 2024, we don't go take her from them. Yeah. So if you ask me for that, talk about that video day, that information day for under that interview with the give. When I'm here, recommendation that one day, and forest guards are not working because forest devastation. Now the responsibility for make sure say people they not go and cut trees and no more like how they want to, or people they plant trees the back. But inside future where they make forest guard, they not even can then go na the south, na the east, na the north. Now inside future no more they make forest guard. And as also APC picking they gather, they give a uniform. They all the inside house now, so way more than they take salary. They don't go. In the first.
Thank you very much. That was DJ Force. If you just join me, this is not SLPP Weekly News. This is not SLPP Weekly News. Will it take short break? Then we come back.
One day, better get fucking one day, no matter how long you get for till the end. One day, better get fucking one day, no matter how long you get for till the end. One day, better get fucking one day, no matter how long you get for till the end. We tough me brother, oh yeah. Better get fucking one day, no matter we had me.
Now, we just this is no matter what's happening, this not better they come, now body water we just don't give, we can continue again the program. If you just join with this now SLPP Weekly News, me way they talk, yeah, me na Dima the Great, and me co-host na DJ Force and Madam Tenek Baka, we na the manager for them programs and yeah. So we just want care SLPP back, let them understand when they talk about violence or human right or whatever, where APC then they grab that they go lie to the international community, say now this. We want like the international community know say, and also SLPP let them understand say APC they are violence, they believe in thuggery. Not to today they do this, not to yesterday they begin up, now for a long time. But this I just they can play something with some images then again for be really not good for Leonasia, but a good remind Sierra Leoneans then, SLPP also, and international community how APC be really be marginalized and treat we within our opposition. So they can play the video then from their account, me panelists them follow analyze the issues.
past outside the headquarters. A violent flashback of a troubled past. Outside the headquarters of the opposition Sierra Leone People's Party, its supporters have clashed with those of the governing All People's Congress. Machetes, stones and bottles used in the fighting. SLPP members say police allowed a group of men in 2 black cars into the cordoned-off compound where they raped at least 3 women. In the chaotic aftermath, it appears to be opposition supporters being rounded up.
We will take no compromise, don't joke with anybody whosoever attempts during the night that comes in here to steal any property here will be shot on sight.
The violence had come to the capital on Friday. The SLPP building set alight after a march by APC supporters.
Yes, I'm afraid because my life is in danger. I'm afraid. I just get a pain in the system.
I have pain in my heart, says this SLPP supporter. A country like Sierra Leone that is working towards development, and we are seeing all what is happening. And if the youth are involved in political violence, I don't think that's the right thing. The rival factions had clashed earlier in the week in the southern Pujehun district during a disputed council by-election. It's some of the worst political violence since widely praised elections in 2007, which ushered in both the APC government of Ernest Bai Koroma and hopes of a more stable future. The brutal civil war of 1991 to 2002 had left Sierra Leone bottom of the UN's Human Development Index. Now efforts are underway to preserve that progress. The president has returned from a private trip overseas, and senior figures from both main parties are appealing for calm. Harry Fawcett, Al Jazeera.
Now, when I just don't watch this now remind Una. APC, we always know them. They believe in violence. They believe in thuggery, not only today. So if SLPP, they don't forget how APC they marginalized, we had a treaty will be the opposition. But now with the power, after they don't face Sierra Leoneans, they stick out that violence on the sitting government. So these people, people that we believe in thuggery, where their character not the change. And inside that video, Boku things and we talk about. But this one now we got for camera more together. DJ Force and Madam Tenekpaka about what we just see. But Madam Tenekpaka not there right now. So DJ Force, what are you take and advice and recommendation to Sierra Leoneans, to SLPP, and to the government after what you don't see?
Well, after what you don't see, any opposition party don't talk political masquerade as particularly they cry like they are very, very, very different from all political parties in Sierra Leone. I think we don't think they function them for reminder. Yeah. So for say always when they see the APC don't lead the foundations from Shaka Stevens days. Except they very good country where they go to elections. They not be believe, they not be know what's in a violence, they not be know what's in a bullying and killing. But if not, where APC in the 2007 election, kind of office, kill woman them, rape woman them, because they don't want to see the SLPP for facing way for create where the SLPP is now the ocean, we should never make that party of it. See, we don't ever grow. But what's in the money they try for say, we minister them, we talk and we promise them. It is hard time. It is the breakers they now say, and then we let this APC. That make sure see the law is very, very strong. And something that part of the world we don't think we say we get every culture now. Until really the police are busy too, or busy for the do. When you make the law, like Prime Minister, chairman and governor general. That law they did do. Which you don't know background with me. But what in the damage and what in the mean now they get freedom. That interrelationship when they arrest people, they don't gather money, they don't cry with the police station. So they don't go give policeman for release. Because now the pandemic is really and I make and after nation they would earlier. Now Camera, Shaka Steven, JS Momo, in Patuchi, and Sherry SLPP can power. You find say the police that is gone through for even do quality for provide quality. That's why. But the say the driving, they exist again. And they don't go on depend on their salary. And they want to follow that legacy of APC. So that they say the partner street, the customer because I mean for doing the if you say no more, you get right for do that. So it's time for that we say try to bring in police that were ready for provide services and this legacy of APC will destroy. Now in the finance they go execute the duty. They take camera, they threaten them. And so make the police they become fear for perform their duty. To say every legacy today, every legacy owner they see where they the security sector in Sierra Leone, now APC, in Sierra Leone, or when they see they continue in Sierra Leone, APC responsible. Now they go far back and what this video, even though if I watch you, like all the black men, the type of black men, this party like this party, or the government is violent, but lie, and the people they violent. When you vote, go back now and you lose. But APC, now they don't be that legacy for election. For money, when I use election, for killing you woman for election, election, and we don't say that in the media for say now they don't bring money cost inside politics. So if you can ask me for that, talk about that video, I should say all the violence today radio in Sierra Leone, even now as they continue for propagate violence and they will pass along with them. That the government and they use violence, yeah. So I don't think that make a lot of scholars they talk and we for keep the constraint.
Thank you very much, DJ Force, for that brilliant analysis there. Madam Tenepaka, what's up you there? If you just join we, this is not SLPP Weekly News. Yeah, Madam Tenepaka, you don't see that video, you don't watch them. You don't see how APC they be violent. You see what they be do to SLPP party office, they go there, they rape woman, then they vandalize, they cause a lot of trouble. So when we talk about human rights, people that way, government will not believe in human rights, where they violate people that right abuse, do but put things in, they don't respect women them. Now APC government. But today they blackmail with government, this, that, with them so-called activists that will get at that point today just because they want to disrupt them in good job than what they do. So what are you? You mute. You mute.
All they cry for human rights, you also get a responsibility towards your state, your community, and the people that are around you. You know, they only talk about human rights, then you know they practice. And no, everyone gets a responsibility. In this case, they tell the government, let them get their own journalists them, let them get their own activists them, let them get their own people them. All the human rights violations them, the APC don't inflict on the SLPP. And this past election, when they don't hold a strong card, they go lay complain. Because DJ Force don't tell them say we don't get seats na Kabbalah. Let them compile them in and they let the internal affairs minister with Minister of Information, let them compile the human rights violation, document them. Let them give that the mullah with the habopan. Then it's election and mullah they can't vote for we. Why European Union they get involved into with elections because now then they fund we. So I don't know why Salon not going to raise money for fund themselves. APC don't cause a lot of atrocities in that country from 1967. This not the political party wey care paramount chief dem go na Mafanta because they know they support them. They not cause trouble because they know they support them. Let Madam Mamawa Benya of Small Boat Chiefdom. Boku people them, plenty people them. Once you know they support them. Now that don't dey inside the aid. That communist constitution wey dem get. Now don't dey inside the aid. Even when the world don advance, then at the northern part of the country, where President Bio don carry this agriculture, they know they implement her. But every day, I don't tell you, every day when they go cause violence, then they can't say now the ruling party, now in the violence then, now reverse psychology, now in the play inside this thing here. So my recommendation, SLPP for step up in game. Always see them go do na Kabbalah, the atrocities where they cause. Let them compile all them documents and then put them together. Then pass and give the British High Commission, then pass and give the American Embassy, because now then they represent them countries then. Let them report them, then they go. The internal affairs, therefore step up their game when it comes to security. Therefore step up their game. Anything when they do in the northern part of Sierra Leone, let them make sure say watertight security get for them. The human rights wey APC they talk about, they don't ever practice human rights. President Bio now don't can abolish the death penalty inside Salon. Yeah. Then when they talk about human rights, so people then thief, then granite, then they stone them, they under the regime, then put fire upon them. Then when they don't thief the country money, now then they pass and cack and pose back. Yeah. Even the forest garden, where President Bio don't train. What in their towels? They say na Kamajo then he don't train. You see them people there, anything when a good thing, then they twist on the other way around. What see they know you do? Whether they in opposition, now then they get them sense they do. But when they in governance, then dementia. Yeah? Human rights. You own a responsibility towards the society. You just behave like a society. Because laws the way govern everybody within a society, wey break down law, the law for hand the loose. So what thing they cry human rights for? When are they go violence the people there? Now the good work they don't see President Bio they do, they try for dent image, the international recognition wey don they get, they don't they meet with quality people, they responsible people them within the international community, where then they appreciate them and they accredit them for the work they do. President Bio don't set the record. It don't increase the capacity of women, it don't increase the women's participation. In West Duncan with hands off my girls. Gender equality policies them, it don't they make sure say they don't strengthen her. It don't remove the death penalty inside Salon. So we say a human rights violation don't come out now. Now this APC they need for explain. Now they go Kabbalah, now they go set deal. Now I make us say the information ministry get people them, we own people them when they employ, when they vuvuzela this government here, yeah? Because now that they pay. Masala Samba can understand the frustration. Just after SLP won the election 2018, we get a meeting at UNDP. Then they ask why make the women participation very low. The comments that they make, President Bio forgive their appointments. Now if I matter someone say no, not to Babu. Not to Babu work monkey. SLP Boku, the line long. Yeah, we say una be there. Oh, they struggle in opposition. We say una they all took up the battle. Now we don't win. We now let them bring on account, but they say no. We don't get people there. We will represent you in our party. So I can understand the frustration. And it's very heart rending as a woman that party don't take because it supports APC. You know, go for born good picking for her. Trust me. Yeah, now that makes some of you go for go to the link now corner they do work they will get with NGO self car online. Let's see what they come back. Yeah, it's too much. They want for frustrate this government, but they're not able. Yeah, na propaganda no more than they pass with. That award wey President Biobi don't get, now don't choke them. And by right, the SLPP for don't put a document together and give this Mula man, tell and say this man a mandate don't go inside in your ruling party. So who done in? Now my vice president be talker. He say an escoma, if you behave like a statesman, then they treat her as a statesman. If you behave as an opposition, then go deal with her as opposition. So now me won't take down the for this whole issue, yeah, now me won't take down the. Me no say na money they don't go spend yanda for them and listen to them. And Escoma na the only president wey pay money for go talk to Obama. He be get bobo the way dem dey tell am say pagi with this to go organize down the president be no dey do down the. Na so be dey take waste the country money. E dey force for let dem recognize am. No, president be e job wey dey do na based on that dem dey recognize am and dey get audience. Look the lady wey be talk with her na UK. The last time we go with the minister David Senge. You know that na Julia now be former minister of education before he became the first female prime minister inside Australia. He give president be audience because that woman then I carry them policies them and then schools them all for say when somebody born pikin you know for drop out of school for return back na school. The all they respect her for that package wey don come with na salon. Now this na the cuckoo APC the head. And they see Richard Conte they tweet. Richard Conte, who that corrupts with you inside salon? Who that corrupts with you under the APC regime? You know see an Escobar look you pick police say no go rest, he bench you first. Who that corrupts with you? And they see the all the tweets, the all the make gangster. Hey, when they say na bench, we don't bench you now. Now for join the line, we don't bench you now. When Escobar go put you now, he abuse you now, he call you now muku politician. Una no get mindset to her. The anger na to president Leona don't carry her.
Yeah. They don't let sit down. They don't let sit down, and Escoma don't hijack the party na their hand. They don't get mindset, and Escoma say step down. Let the young generation they take over the party. But they don't always organize President government. So politics who is dishonest?
They continue DJ first.
Who is honest? The one great person, yeah. One great person don't hijack the party na their hand. They know they tell her the truth. Now, President, no one can tell the truth. This now the area where the judge call Sierra Leone the attention. Say one great person now they dictate what did they happen inside APC. Nobody not able to stand out. And even when the court don't suspect an Escoma and Samura and Sansman and them, not for participate into APC politics. They still don't do anything.
No let him tell her in a part of the consortium. Now one can't help the APC.
Yeah. So you don't see. So now make when they don't go ahead, the one can damage with good institutions, and they say the judiciary is not credible. Yeah, because the judiciary we don't allow an Escoma, even when the court don't suspend and say let not participate into APC politics. And up to this day, the court they sit down and pick. So they see Escoma they participate.
Now make me go recommend say let President Bio do a clean up. He really needs for setting right for change some man them. He move some man them. Because some man them feel say they're untouchable, so they go do anything what they want for do. He really need for move some people then. Let them realize say SLPP not a social club. Now a political institution. Wait for take governance and win souls and bring people that can on board. Now that president you get for you. Because some man relax now.
Thank you very much. If we just join with this now SLPP weekly news, we they discuss beaucoup things them. President talk and do doing good jobs the way they do, and also we they see APC Tolongo Toge Pambodi. Their squad they want to destroy the image of this beautiful government here. We know when they get in kind government in our country, they want to destroy the image of this government, and we are here to say the hard truth, nothing less but the truth. Why Rina the cow DJ first now? Let it come continue with it be the top. But before we continue, this now the person, the APC woman, this we they can destroy the image of this government, where they don't appoint them. They say in a new or what activists, then so-called activists, then just they no more to go. They write bad information, then to send them now the international community or whatever to destroy the country image. And what Madam Tenebi try for say, and I go tell you outrightly, this is the institution where they don't begin attack. I remember where PRO Lahelo Restima talk say the institution there where they govern Sierra Leone, where they try to protect Sierra Leone, APC they use now the opportunity to blackmail them to tarnish the reputation, the image of them, then this particular institution then they. And one thing for sure, we remember President Bio inside his speech, he talk and say the judicial system, of course, they can't meet them. But I want let people to understand this before I give me brother and sister there. APC under this same judicial system where they talk about say not credible. APC don't win beaucoup cases then. Pass we were in a government. Where some of we they had to why APC for win cases. So if APC they say the judiciary is not credible, the judiciary where they will come it, but then now then they win beaucoup cases then. What would they care? Whether they care case then they win them? Well, I don't know how we go take them. DJ for now for mark that now one. And we see also that they threaten we that they threaten with democracy we will get, which of course is not healthy and not called for. But before I give you DJ first, this is not the woman that will know say this is not the woman will compile the report who is sent them directly with the other so-called activists there to destroy the image of Mama Sierra Leone. I'm not going to say President Bio because anything when they do, not to President Bio, they hot. Now Mama Salone they try for hot. So DJ first, yes, continue.
No, this Masala Samba una see, now they born Joseph Jackson in house. Masala Samba una the Siso, Pada constituency 110, and Skroma in border. These are the people that will organize criminal them. They attack Joseph Jackson and not get a chance for that election day for even able campaign for win. Now they go burn the house. Now this not the Masala Samba back we don't try. Not only this blackmail press release where they don't pull or where they don't send to EU. Whatever this government they do, now that country they compile the report. Now make up don't say and say they threaten the government with press release. Yeah. And another thing where they get for count with now, where they parliament sitting. Then they now can they area where APC don't hand over any policy where President Bill pass, where develop that the way transfer that currency. The panel say can they go boycott them. They go run come on though for come begin talk to journalists them. Like na journalists they pay, but when time for taking salary, if they go take in salary, you know they boycott for receiving salary. So all these countries, I don't tell the nation say now press release and let's go APC they threaten SLPP with and international recognition. And we know they answer international recognition. You not only they pay.
Oh, we just John lost SLPP DJ. Yeah, Madam
What thing confuse me? Why they be appoint Christian at top, they reappoint her. The APC they don't complain. Why they don't appoint Zaina Mosi now then they complain? What's in the issue? Then they talk about election rig. Now then they rig election as alone. APC no go ever win election free and fair if they don't rig that. Yeah? Shaka Stephen talk inside a book. He did it. They know that. So let them left for scared belle woman.
So
Thank you.
I don't want to talk all the word because you're on
yes,
social media.
yes,
Yeah.
this
Let them not scared belle woman with
the union where they use against we. Now the European Union they deport Sierra Leoneans. I want to call the attention on Sierra Leoneans. They say now European Union they deport Sierra Leoneans. And politics of international recognition in order to na Sierra Leone. European Union recognition is an APC administration in order to work na Sierra Leone. Una don't fail for the make sure say una provide for una people in Sierra Leone, but una don't go lay down inside European Union. Una they write bad about this government here, their politics and they in order to work na Sierra Leone. Because this same European Union, now they say any side where Sierra Leone they're not for sit down there, they for return home back. Then now, European Union, they go inside the opposition now, when I expire executive opposition in the APC Tolombo Tollgate Pan Body administration, then they say, we institutions are not credible. This case is where they'll say opposition don't they win cases. Now, because opposition don't they win cases, now make the opposition they say the institutions are not credible. With judiciary system not credible. Yeah? Paulo Conte. It can't go now status. They go free am. SLPP is free am. They say it free, nothing on the panel. When I make, they don't slap SLPP back and they don't slap President Bill government back. They say the institution is not credible because Paulo Conte not be free. It not be free. Yeah. I don't know who that free am, but it not be free. So because of them instances, then that good governance system where President Bill be done they show Sierra Leoneans there. Now I made a picking of APC, they don't pass around, they say the institutions, the judiciary institution is not credible. Yeah? So for now they brag say APC opposition, they don't win more cases against the government. For me, that also say we need for check with lawyers them. Yeah? We need for check with lawyers them. Attorney General and Minister of Justice, we need for check them. Who said they? Whether they go and say we institution will all body not credible. Yeah? Who said they? Where opposition they win their case here and they pass around, they blackmail the government. Who said we Attorney General and Minister of Justice they and his deputy? Who said they? Yeah? So for me, I'm not interested when they say opposition do not win more cases. Opposition do not win more cases. That doesn't say there is a lot of bribing going in the judiciary system. Because if them cases here with lawyers are qualified, then I don't see say the opposition go to win cases. Yeah? But now bribing. Yeah? Today the opposition they call an command for investigation. The judiciary be arrested. By then the judiciary be need for arrest because there is a area where they will say inside law when they invite you and you blockade the police there, you should be arrested. But the police and the judiciary be arrest an escoma because they don't lay the foundation today where an escoma they cack past Sierra Leoneans them and where APC they cack past Sierra Leoneans them. I mean they don't begin to tell and say the judiciary is not credible. Yeah? Yeah? The Office of the National Security, now they want for undermine, yeah? The independent justice system, now they want for undermine, yeah? Yeah? The justice system in Sierra Leone, APC were undermine. When they your justice system, they be the only run there, drivers and petty traders. They your system. They your justice system will be there in power. Yeah? But because they don't see say the inquiry don't go to the highest peak now, and they are bringing their officials, their former government officials there to the court justice system in Sierra Leone, where Napoleon is scared. APC is very dangerous, my people. APC is dangerous. Now for that, they create fairness into the judiciary system. So this white paper, enough for come on, or the inquiry for die down, enough for proceed with the inquiry. So these are all political mind game where they play for weakening the new direction and weakening the SLPP government and create fairness into the judiciary system so that their high court cases there, SLPP go loss her or Sierra Leone they go loss her. So let her hold on the first, yeah?
Thank you very much, DJ Force. What you just say, yes, Madam Tene, you want to say something?
if they no go into that anti-corruption cases and deal with them people there, then they use that against we for 2023. Now they don't begin talk say the judiciary in Sierra Leone is incredible. They're not competent. They know they do their job well. But now the same one don't galvanize, go put that woman where they pull audio, say therefore release Kamalimba. The only way they for release Kamalimba, let any one of them bring a 15 years old picking men and rape him, then they release Kamalimba. I swear to God, if they release Kamalimba out of that prison, will not a political offense he commit, na rape, na human rights abuse. What the APC they don't talk, I go endorse them. Trust me, if they release Kamalimba, President Bio, this message they go directly. No amount of fear, not for can inside you. You na soldier, you na retired soldier. We rely on you. We hand over that party baton to you. You get for speak up, you get for stand up as a soldier. You know APC, no relent. All is not good. No back off. Now that propaganda they don't do, the mayor do, una put on there. Hey, that business mayor. Hey, that way she said they una panic, una put on there. Look at the city dirty. And they do nothing. Now for put red lipstick no more. They move around. So this time around, we know they agree. They don't say the judiciary na so na so na so because anti-corruption cases they una don't delay. Una don't delay. Somewhere where they go and jump. If they behind bars. Yes. Under this pandemic, the state where the Minister of Health, because of hotel quarantine, he embezzled the fund. They don't sack him. The Premier in New South Wales suicide DJ first day. He sent Nami at the airport to Chinese there. Then catch and force the Prime Minister cover her. Now, he don't go change figure. Yeah? For $300,000 to $3 million. They don't do those down one day. He don't look the case, he resign quick because he not say if he not resign. By the time that they find him guilty, he don't lost all his pension. 2 ministers that don't imprison them. So then people there, you get to deal with them with iron hand. You they play international democracy. Democracy na two way. Yeah? Na two way. The opposition for take responsibility of what they don't do. But instead of that, then they play reverse psychology. When they go wound people, then a Kabbalah, then can't talk say, and the election not credible, not this, not that. Now just that kind of election, they don't begin to compile document and they can go to international community. We know they do. Now the same European Union be sidon inside foot on they sack the elected vice president Sansumana, they not talk nothing. Yeah, the same European Union they inside foot on they go inside SLPP office, they put fire, they then rape women, they not talk. This time around, no they take her. European Union no can control we. Yeah. Now brother and sisters then so now Germany they don't pull outside. Now make a bit say when I say European Union then get the issues then make them go iron her out. But what the way they can and CIA and mafia then. The one government was stupid. We not get level-headed. We just they pack the country resources they give them. Then they go make their own country who they stay in poverty. Yeah. The enemies they're not always enemy. You link small with China now, then go declare you as enemy. If they're not enemy with China, we're not enemy with China. Let them come up here with governments. Yeah? With government, they do well. It don't bring free quality education. It not only bring the free quality education, but it they build the schools then because it not say the beginning they forget adequate and affordable learning space if they do that. They don't bring a system. Most of the teachers they need verification before they get PIN code because all them diamond payments they would be they give. Then leakages the 9 president build don't try for shutdown. As then they in opposition, make a tell you now. Then they control the market. All them license then traders then get something when APC they get. All them contractors the way they be get. Then they still pay their money. Then they still make money under these governments. Now the yaw don't they inside the head. Now so in German call her yaw. Now mean they don't get confused. So President Bill, no relent. You are a soldier. You are a soldier. Sometimes then guy they need iron hand. You don't come with a civilized politics, they no want to take her. APC na bang bang, na the language that the way they understand. Now we got for the GD now. Bang bang. Hey, 2023. una can anyhow una can with the wakara. We ready for una. Until una don't go train una talk there, they pass down the if they sign a death warrant self then gear. It go deliver. I know sabi pump. With free quality education now they embark on the next generation. Wait get 100,000 say la pass me bag. You go say no, I don't need it.
Yes, continue.
Something.
So SLPP, una get credible women there, wey able work, like Marcela Samba, una empower una own grassroots. Una empower the women there. Make them take the floor, let them match up with Marcela Samba. Marcela Samba they make noise na free time. If you say na one day sabi compile them reports, then they play them propaganda, then they una get competent and quality women inside SLPP. Una bring them on board. Una get man dem wey qualify, una journalist dem wey sabi pen. Una encourage una own journalist dem. Una try get una own media house wey 2023 camp AYVO wetin household dem all dey turn against dis government because you know wetin APC get blind voters. Na make dem no wan education na dat country. Dem your area dem no wan education dey o. Adeskoma una dey ask wetin president dey don do. You Ministry of Health na road una be dey make, education na road una be dey make, information na road una be dey make, all man na road una be dey make, but the road the Gbere bridge wey dey cross for Gomakeni no ever make am. But do una sit down president be in job dem wey don do, we get for compiler, we put am, let dem go give European Union inside 3 years. Make dem compare dem for 11 years with that kind diamond wey dem get. Na make dem days that they don make propaganda cow stone na social media say one boy don send diamond. Dem fit say they fall for that dem bait dey. We no dey fall for dem bait. Then Siakisi Sidoyanda, president you don make lots of mistake. You be there with Adeskoma wey be dey make dem error dem. What you do? Which changes wey bring am inside social welfare? Wey be say hands off my guest na one of the burning issues there inside salon. You ever come with that? With all your academic experience the way they pass with. What you do? Before that you go make people picking then they beat them. What you bring for the disabled there? Where the money can now be that money they make palava. They sit down like they say the religions council president they forget problem with religion. Will not take money for care people then go hard now. Lunge will not go stock the NU building. President they under this in government they need direction. When people then they go hajj, the vice president and the minister they go inside direct inside Mecca. Organize accommodation for them. They know they left them inside bush. When they come, then they hire bosses there for them. Then take them. Now then different districts. Then they give them warm welcome. President they invite them at State House. So who said the religious disputes get for camp? You don't see them and they mock them. How then they bring problem inside that country there. But see, I'm glad the way APC don't get the one for rest. With all in sense, you don't know who's a membership for day.
Yeah, thank you very much. You know, Siakisi, when you talk about Siakisi, I just laugh. How the woman and not get no shame at all.
Sorry, Siakailam. Now, identity theft that I don't begin pass with. They go claim Thailand. You born a regent. You know you will get a delegate position. Then Thailand they go impose yourself by people. They all that need arrangement between the APC. But I'm glad the way Thailand they tell and say no. If I don't know in political rights and in political registration for say when you dey na a constituency when na dey belong, na dey get for register, na dey get for get membership. How you for become a delegate based on how your activities then na the party and your membership and your attendance to the monthly meeting. They forget book their own and they go register every month if they attend. Then within una constituency wey una get una election na dey dem get for nominate you get delegate position. But you don't know why they write they talk about President Bio from where we dey in opposition. Now President Bio don carry come all the way to Kube, you no even go regent suicide bond direct to Kailan cut barrier of all una be the same void. Na dey wan go get delegate position. I dey feel am for am because me dey support women empowerment and me na gender activist. I feel am for am the way it don't stupid itself among the APC. And there's one thing about politics, you don't forget a consistency. And when they deal with people the way they among them, when it comes to politics, you get for minority they talk. In biggest problem, she thinks she know everything. And too much sabi, it dey affect you. Now don't they affect Nigeria? All man sabi. Too much sabi, the balance they turn to full. And when you sabi too much, you forget common sense. Once you no get common sense, you sabi them book then they backfire pa. You know not backfire pa now. You know be sit down, he thinks say I forget a membership. Who's a day I for they give me monthly dues. I for they attend me monthly meeting. If I want to become a delegate, I get for be part of that group day. Then you run go inside Kaina it's map. I for register today. Then I for become a delegate today. Then I forget the voting right. I been feeling for her. It's very pathetic because lots of women and they look up to a lady like them inside salon, but they know they comport themselves the way they for comport themselves. And that political prostitute business don't do. When this party don't come on the power, it shift scanner. And not they again no. Oh, swapping not they again. No swapping game not they again no. SLPP the line long self. When you check the PhD and the masters there, you know they fit inside the system. We not get that again. So in your religion, we don't talk about the religious business we talk about. It's totally out of track. President Bio they go na mosque, they go na church. The former president where they be get whose church they go or mosque. Before that na voodoo. Na voodoo. That's the way they go take na Nigeria.
The former president not to even as a Christian, he say they declare jihad. Now the first time I don't see in history. A Christian say they declare jihad. To tell when I say hi fake. Continue.
In the civil, be the cover head. Where them Islamic State aid they be they come. Where they see the people that they pretend like say they're not Muslim there. Then they begin go on social media say the former vice president Sansumana is not a pure Muslim. In from where APC come on power, now no see no cover head again no. You know they wear hijab again no. So let's see no more the bad mouth politics where then they can with. But I swear to God this time around they know they meet up. Will they step up the show? Now they don't come on social media. But what I don't they see they come so that smoke. Will not they allow the fire for can catch power head. Now make a return on social media. Will not get for allow them. We'll get for the put sense now people they head will get for sensitize them. All this control price will don't go up. Now then trade inspectors then. Now then they be in that thing they tigi. President Bill. The Importers Association, the man where they head and that Mr. Bana APC man, una change them. Una get qualified people there, una get una young people there. Una put in there. Now una see if the game not they change. And una give license to people there. We want bring food can at the country. Do ya? Would they beg ya? The monopoly over the markets like rice. Now don't cause that. Let people then plant their own, but let something then at the mouth stay their own plant and grow. Well, una allow new players them and can inside the game. When they can inside the game, some of them they banish them, we say them pull capital. Now we all country money now and they spend. And then they work with APC for tightening up this thing so that we sitting president governance go get bad name.
Now, thank you very much, Madam. As we can expose these fair regime government where now today they talk about things that they write bad images them. I want to let Sierra Leone understand one thing tonight, that President Bio is a good leader. So anybody will say President Bio, it this. Now God and self and the Bible and then go affect you. Because President Bio, the moment where President Bio can as alone, it come for the interest of every Sierra Leonean to make sure Salon elevate, to make sure Salon become one of the best nations. But because of all those things where President Bio they do, and then they make now APC no say they don't get chance of coming back to power, so they use all those things. But then I want to tell you now the difference on the good job of the good leadership of President Token Bio and Ernest Bai Krumah. Where there is a video I want to remind fellow Sierra Leoneans then, and also the EU where we they talk about human rights, violence, or these or those things. But good things then happen during an Krumah days. So if you just watch this is not SLPP Weekly News, and they can begin show some issues there now from the past. Let us see the bad governance of Anes by Kruma, what did they do to people there? Well, let's begin. Let's let the game continue.
When I see what's in the go here, this now Leicester community constituency 111. I mean constituency 112. Always see them, they work with thugs them, where they come for kind intimidate people them. SLPP beats them by SLPP don't beat them. I'm gonna explain what happened. Yeah, explain what happened.
We just after that we don't face the result there. We never jubilate. The SSL never jubilate, the APC and SLP never jubilate. Now we see Senator Bruce with high cover, full of police, then they get some thugs them behind them of Sky then get. Now they're looking for stone people there. With the police then, they get the thugs then. And that happened right now.
So the police that they watch them, where they storm people then, the police then join them.
They join them.
Until now they see what's in the happen. Until this now
we ready for die for vote. We want vote. We ready for die for.
This now the Leicester and Gloucester Community Center voting center, constituency 112. This now it happen right now. APC don't count thugs them. Where they don't get the OSC there and the policeman involved for scare people with them. And they can't see if I get the camera close to the OSC them. But right now they pass stone people them. So I don't turn that back. Let me know thing they go on.
Now when I just see that APC them, they use violence, they use them thugs them to intimidate, to cause trouble, to cause me out. These are some of the images that will show now tonight. After that, I call my brother and sister. Then we can wrap up and close the program.
All right, this is Pastor's house. Now they just shot one of Mother Bill's boys. He came here bleeding heavily, and they're threatening to shoot again, to shoot another gunshot again at people. Live bullets. They're shooting live bullets here at Pastor's house. Just next to Mother Bill's house. This is what's going on right now. As I'm speaking, the guy is right here bleeding.
Well, when I just don't see that, you know, before we continue, you know, DJ Force and Madam Tenek Baka, when I don't see them things then where APC they're capable of, and then they do them, and they be doing when it will be the opposition. Now, mother in boys then, grassroots then, supporters that we fight for mother, for let mother kind of power. I don't want to let mother, and also the one that way they are around, we don't understand the struggle, forget the struggle, how the struggle be there. The APC, they are capable of doing anything to count chaos just because they know they're in power. See how they vandalize, they cause trouble to the people there. Then before I give you this statement now, una see the party chairman, what he again for say.
The president, he has no intention of extending his tenure, even if it's legit to do so.
If people understand it, it is not an issue of how people understand. I say, oh, the man will extend his stay. Oh, a lot of talk and treats, but why extend to say, I'm not beginning, I know it, where nobody knows to stop me. If I want to extend the stay, I want to say, I'm not beginning at nonsense. I'm sure when I look for nonsense.
Now, when I don't see them, after in boys, they don't vandalize, they don't cause trouble, they do anything. And to tell una say, Anes by Kruma is very arrogant. What he talk? He say if he want to extend it, stay. Nobody know they do nothing. It will extend them. So if he still get that egotism, if he still get that belief, say in a superpower, a big pass Mama Saloon. But now when I don't see the video and the images them. My DJ Force, you just come in. What are your take on this?
Well, my own take is to record the ministers the way they partake their job them very lightly. When they try, the one way they try for undermine President Bio, and they record the memory and say, now President Bio don't make today, they show their dressings and at their offices. Now, President Bio don't they pay them not to APC be give the job. So what really me they try for tell and say, may they work together for build President Bio administration for me is strong. You know, when I look no more like President Bio na soldier who can give power. And look how an Eskroma be they take stands for protect in government and in authority in Sierra Leone. We know they say we use violence. But what would they try for tell with government say the population where they now the European world, now the diaspora, it occupy the population where they now Sierra Leone. But what if they control this population? Now the law. The people where they now the police force, if they don't feel say they are not providing security for the state and the APC they turn around again, they blackmail the state, then it is hard time for say enough is enough, go to retirement, we bring fresh police them. When I bring police their way, go can't serve the nation. And what really they bring this violence? The people that when they're in charge of the deployment, wait timely for deploy police them for a state service, their people are not the same police the way lawyer to the country or to the government. They're the same police the way lawyer to APC. So now so they repa on my this SLP government for let APC stand now Sierra Leone for continuing for the create violence. Look like that where they shoot now. Where they shoot now President Bio in the mouth. Perhaps so now he shoot them. Hey, we just tell the ministers and where President Bio don't give power for say APC want that power where he gets now that office day. So implement the law where we stop APC for men they not ever can no power. Because at the end of the day, this new generation will they vote for policy and manifesto. We not they vote for violence and propaganda and lie and mamikos. APC don't lose and they don't know say they don't lose for coming to power 2024. So what they do? They go extra mind. They don't care. They don't know say then a snake. They don't die. They shape their tail now. No matter what they do, they're not going to come to power because Expo no more don't vote for President Bio. Nations Cup don't vote for President Bio. Forget about the free quality.
Yes, Madam Tenner, continue. We said DJ first left hand.
What's in the moment they tell APC? That they don't pass, that they always show. Na bogus talk, now Eskroma be the talk. That they will be the done. If you see President Bio inside himself, he get scared. When President Bio win, when run again, he go check break. That's what the previous foreign affairs minister tell Rafa Kone say that man if he keep her under, he can't cause any trouble now. He go get involved before them push and come back. Na coward. Yeah, na coward. What's in fool me months? He don't hold APC to ransom. But now see don't watch. Them way fearful not the tenor do. In a zit academy, Congolese, wait come out, wait tenor do. Now them picking them the escort and for go back. Wait come out for the picking they hide then they run go inside house. As it turn out, then they can't end up for dance with and they escort them back. Now therefore happen to an Eskroma, the intergenerational conflict. Why make them they go place emphasis on the judiciary not credible because then they under suspension, then they run party activities, then the PPRC they see that one day they know the council for say you know get right for them at that position again. Now coming to violence. For far too long they know they do this thing. So like how DJ first don't talk and the ministries that were responsible. May them gather all them clip here, then they go pull and put them before this mullah guy back. May decide when if not to them people here they talk. Then get people that always be pen. May them pen all them report then put all them clip here. If they don't get and let them contact you. But the guy them back there down, wait for them, they know they pick. Then they pick on, you know they communicate. Communication breakdown. And because all the issues there. If not to dandy, they're not able to see free. The amount of violence where APC don't inflict on the poor civilians there from 1967. And they repeat about now the party this because they not support them for care you go jail. That communist idea nine still they move it. But this time around they know they meet up. Some of we president Bio go for Lukupi not talk to because we go come on for APC. We just tell them say now credit on our left free. We they come on for APC. So the violence what they cause, you know they in place, and every act of violence will show another seed of act of violence. The Tibetan leader Nadande Ibi don't talk. So APC for land say for them a decent society, not of violence. If you don't work, let the people then go vote for you. Look how they go behave na Kabbalah. We na the sitting government. The people then they go hold with supporter, then they beat them. Now they don't pass quick, go compile them report them. Who side will your ministers then they do wetin dem dey pa? If someone double in pillow, president dey dey pull them, they pull am under their head. We dey beg you, please, some man for succeed you na dem na make it there, and not for let you succeed by your agenda. You really need for check some of them guy, and the ministers then where they under them, where hold deputy positions, then some of them where know the grassroots, and then they frustrate themselves inside the job for let them know able to execute their job. You feel say if na Lima they don't become full minister, they no go handle them one day, then go try am. When say every day they say you Lima will go chap you. So I dey beg una the ministers then una return to the grassroots then. Yeah, let us not cry for you whole net ask am say wetin make im eye red. Una sef get man then una get grassroots then una sit to them, una dey go meet them. Not to president be una dey expect say for meet them grassroots then. Na make e put una na them positions then. Na for sit to una own party people then. Please, because the battle get for be very hot. The battle get for be very hot oh. So una begin touch base with una grassroots then. Una begin go na una party office then get una men then together, yeah. Una put una piece and pieces them together. Una buck up, yeah. Una buck up for match up with the battle wey get for camp, yeah. They not put una under for una self no more. They put una there for look after other party members there. Everything not about una no more. Una go down to the grassroots. Not to everything president get for do. Now make it delegate them taxes there to una. Now make it put una then different ministries there. Una empower una women then. Una empower the grassroots then. Yeah.
Thank you very
so that violence not go continue.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What you
Yeah.
try for say, madam, trying to say, now make account with this video them because this video they not only for international community, but also for most of them one they within and them public places. They let them know say APC want the power more than them. APC bloody. One thing I respect DJ Force is talk always say if una peace say una love power. APC love power pass one. So DJ Force continue. You be went up. Continue with you. What you be one for say?
Yeah, I want for.
Oh, we just don't lost this J Force, but it come back again. If you just join this program na SLPP Weekly News. Now, yeah, we talk the hard fact. We carry some good things then, where the country for Yeri. And the woman where you deal with we and the iron lady, the strong one, himself, the woman where they keep the record straight. We na Madam Tenek Baka. Yes, continue, DJ Force. Yeah, DJ Force, continue.
Moving forward, I want to inform Sierra Leone as they say President Biodo car with biometric driver's license in Sierra Leone. Una know that. Biometric, first in history, who they get biometric driver's license in the Republic of Sierra Leone. They are for draw the attention of Sierra Leoneans and say within 3 years, we don't provide clean upgrade energy to 81 villages in the Republic of Sierra Leone. Yeah? Energy to 81 villages in the Republic of Sierra Leone. Then, we don't try for provide 127,762 citizens energy around the country, around Sierra Leone. Then, we don't also give 1,195,000 business women in the rural community. This is not the development the way President Bio in government or they bring Canada Sierra Leone. And President Bio they try for engage to work with the partners and private sectors in the Republic of Sierra Leone to scale up investment in green and grey pasture. Now then development where President Bio don't they try for bring Canada Sierra Leone. Now he make we don't get political criminals in the APC Tolombo toll gate pan body, political rebels for say they go come blackmail this government into international recognition. But we know they take that from any party, for any citizens in the Republic of Sierra Leone today. We don't allow the opposition then, the strategic communication in the Republic of Sierra Leone under the government in the Republic of Sierra Leone, don't abandon radio stations. They allow those opposition, they just go sit down at their radio stations, they go run the model like keke, wearing, even when Masara Samba or whosoever they be go sit down, they talk say opposition they don't win case more than against the government. For me, I am not interested in opposition winning case. I am interested for the law to be above every Sierra Leonean, as they don't tell us say with judiciary system not credible. So now, because they feel say a lot of violent cases they go through when they arrest person, they go lift money, they can't go to police station, CID, they go grant the person to bail, and they go make sure say the crime committers go for free. When I make the opposition, they'll come back on una and tell una say the institutions they are not credible, but una not allow for me to create fairness in our job. They try now mind game APC they play. These are political criminals. These are political thieves, political mass killers. They don't get nothing for provide for Sierra Leone. And all what they do now for can't thief on our resources, for can't hide them now America, England, Germany. Una not agree. And I want for draw on attention, say, an escoma and a political mafia. Yeah. It don't turn in a for the Sanko, second for the Sanko right now, we sit on a McKinney. All the police them, we sit on a McKinney. Una watch. Yeah. Una make sure say una watch an escoma, because when they see say a lot of mistakes that they way an escoma they break the law, the police and a McKinney, they not get nothing for one. That means they are answerable to an escoma. Yes, with all the millions of military barracks waiting at that place, and police barracks waiting at that place, they just sit down and escoma just they do anything for and you go for free. And they break the law every day, but the police they turn blind and to them. We know they take that. We need for no say you know they carry the green, white, and blue and the national crown. You are not serving APC, but you are serving the Republic of Sierra Leone. So I will try for tell una. I will try for tell the government say for me they believe say whatever mind game with APC they play, if they accept them, then we the SLPP supporters will not they accept them. We not go take them from anybody, both internal and external. When they release, we go release. They don't blackmail government. We don't bring and record them. Then they say Siam. Yeah? They don't go blackmail government to EU. Who say don't bring information to EU for me they Siam. And then program here, EU they watch them. Yeah? EU they watch SLPP Weekly News. If a minister they pay for watch SLPP Weekly News, they want to tell and say European world, this station, it don't go worldwide. It don't go to international standard. We don't they see a lot of comment them. For most of the people who they work in the European Union, we they want the comment them, we they read them. Engineer they read it today. So we they encourage we ministers them for say if you not take your job serious, your job they online. Yeah, when APC can you not go able to give job, you got to take your bond back and come to back to diaspora. Yeah, una let for the show dressing, una go provide quality service and discipline the lawbreakers then in the country. That na me information at the left of the nation. And me when they talk to Namina DJ first, the SLPP DJ. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much, DJ Force. Before I give my Nathan Pakale wrap up again last statement, I want to let we watch this program, this business again one time for us. Because sometimes when I watch this thing here, I just the shake. Let me watch it. Let's watch it again, once more.
All right, this is Pastor's house. Now they just shot one of Mother Bio's boys. He's laying here bleeding heavily, and they're threatening to shoot another gunshot again at people. Live bullets. They're shooting live bullets here at Pastor's house, just next to Mother Bio's house. This is what's going on right here. As I'm speaking, the boy is right here.
Now, I believe the European Commission is watching this. This is just an evidence to state and that the APC actually they don't mean well for Sierra Leone. When we talk about democracy, this government is the best government ever to bring pure democracy in that country. But then, because of their greed, they want to damage the reputations of this government. But the European Union, you are saying, this is the work of APC. APC, they are ready to go ready to go so far to damage this government. But then let me see the friend of the EU. This guy is not a friend, he's a dictator. And he's the cause of the problem right now in Sierra Leone. Just listen to him, what he have to say.
President, he has no intention of extending his tenure, even if he's legit to do so.
No people understand it. It is not an issue of how people understand. So the power extend a state. Oh, a lot of talk and treat. But why extend to say I'm not begin and nobody will stop me. If I want to extend the stay, I want to say, I want to begin at nonsense. I'm sure when I look for nonsense.
Look at what he's saying. No one can stop him. He's above the law. If he wanted to extend his stay, he can extend his stay, and no one can do him nothing. And the judiciary they are talking about, the judiciary was under his government. You know, so these are some of the evidence we bring forward for the international community to see the reality about what actually is going on there. You know, but however, Madam Tenekbaka, you can say your final statement. Then from there, I wrap it up.
President Goma and Skoma, if we don't try for divide that nation and bring distrust among the populace of that country today, for making it remain in power, it no work for them at the frustration they pana. And so who not the APCians there? When we talk about democracy, now foresee a credible opposition, so that the credible opposition go able to work with the ruling party, and then go disagree, they agree, but at the end of the day, then go work for the best interest of the people, but not to the kind of opposition we need to see as an individual. Instead, we now still continue down a Tangus style for the dividing nation, for bring things that were unnecessary, things that won't for don't do another one. Dima, you don't show that for. So if you don't show the very photo, where they go gather and stand in a bow, then go stone president, the old that is Sokobana stone. All the things that they will get for put together, let them very EU see. So the message what they throw to Sierra Leoneans there, we don't pass that stage for allow they encourage violence. This is more than politics. Now president they don't introduce na salon. Today I want to tell una say the judicial is not incredible, they're not for discredit them. Because president don't believe in democracy. Now make that opposition that they win them case there. If not the APC then they twist all kind of way. For go lock them, let nothing not function at the country. But president don't believe in manifesto, he believe in the people that will vote for him, and he believe for transform salon. Now make he say what in the judiciary say. Now independent body, as I don't make, I'm not saying that for go tell them what see them for do. If not be honest, man, they in power, go then they tell them say no, we are not release her, we are lock her up. Follow concept inside your mind, in fully aware say he enter with gun at state house. Now they operating there, delete that image. But President Bio, now a God fear a man, you know say na salon, na post country. If you keep part of self, I swear to God, APC and go make your but they know that they deal with. If they take her easy with them because it knows say the peace where they na salon today, it costs we a lot. People that lost their life, women and day today, they frustrated because of that issue. Pikin dem the way dem no able see their papa and mama dem. Pikin dem the way dem amputate. You know, so we don comot. You no wan let we go down that path again. If they show it to the world, wetin the other people dem dey do na dem country dem. Na that make so e no mean say because dem people dem dey win dem cases dem dey we for discredit the judiciary. That don show say in government get transparency and accountability. Yeah, it has transparency in everything wey they do. So now all the thing that they don't monitor them. The message to Sierra Leoneans then. Wetin dey happen now? Now for the future generation of tomorrow, the young people then I will feature leader them. And then scholar don't if you money on and so they go and put incompetent together and they abuse them. APC, if una really want for address injustice na alone, una return to una party, una go remove an escoma. That's why una go don't know say una need pure justice and una don't act. Not to wear an escoma cause una carry the frustration to President Bill. And soon as say President Bill na mumu soldier no dey talk, but sometimes silence is golden. You know why make no dey talk because he keep him sense for him job. You know why let anybody distract am. He dey focus. But today we go dey can't engage una na the social media. After this una text me wetin SLP don give me. I go tell una say me no dey chase me votes because me not so lazy Joe. Start there, I dey work hard. I dey make am for myself. I no dey wait for let political party make I buy nice car or I build house or I do anything for myself. Na me purely me political light for support me party. Yeah, na dey I born. Na I meet. Sit a tongue go jam. We go bulldoze yourself council back on our party. Me no dey comot dey for go naked na any other political party. In pepper soup self I no go be inside APC. Yeah, and I know they set for position man already position because working on the program yes. When they go text me now number then they cost we. Sierra Leoneans, una open una yai, come right them. Tomorrow we begin for look after you. Una embrace the free quality education yeah. Una not listen to APC propaganda yeah. The food price they don't go na salon na politics then they play na then at the ground and they hold the trade. Now then they mix opponents here for give bad name to government, yeah. If you get a swamp, you get a land, call the people in a village, you go plant for yourself. You go your own food, do it, eat, yeah. That why Chinese dress, I not made that beauty dumb, una salon, yeah. Una hold this government with two hands. Now just 3 years, una not judge inside these 3 years. Una will be ended una judge like a president, they don't say una. Lord not listen to them corrupt, thief man politicians the way they don't wreck that country day. Tomorrow, una picking and then get for people una future generation. Una not pay attention, no focus, yeah. Anything a process, yeah. Una wait for the process may carry on, yeah. Because they're very impatient, the process, like the banana go the planter. You know they even strong. Then go cut and they set inside box. Then they tell say banana red boy green by kanda because they no want process, they no want plants. All the tractors there, all the country direct fund where they do under Ministry of Agriculture from Australia. We say they pay that money go. Before that, elephant grass and they snap them, send they send a youth farm. Now they youth they pass at it. When they go take Ramadan home, president they want go. Let's say president they only tell they say they can't give them rest bag and money because now that they don't use to them double. Now see president they okay people they go down now Olympic they return. They care people they go Dubai they return. They care people they go na nations cup they return. That go down next day. They when they want visa, they no go take there. European Union where they come, or they go and they big. European Union, so now they don't put border they on Napoli inside Germany. Yeah, they say they don't answer now the country. Yeah, let them return. Yeah. So do ya. What's in there before now? Una hold am to hand. Una join hand for push this government the agenda go before that dirty politics. Let we left and alone. Let we do something where they benefit we. And when they talk about human rights, you said there a responsibility under that human rights towards the society. Not do the wrong thing that you can say, oh, I'm human rights, so they don't violate me human rights. We all get for work together. Not to one man get this government. Let me say they say the Sierra Leone People's Party. We all need for contribute one way or the other, yeah. So now my message down. So now one people, one country, one country, one people. SLP the only way out. Education are the key to the world.
One people.
Yeah. One country, one people, one people, one country.
Thank you.
So do we are una hold this go, yeah? Una left EU.
Oh,
Then I do, but the time I say EU, then you should let them go against and on a whole. The same verification. Therefore, we talk.
thank you very much. That was a brilliant speech by Madam Tenek Paka. I just don't hit the nail. Now, DJ Force, before I give you before you talk your last statement, I know before you left me, listen, DJ Force, before you left, I want you left out with this statement. Yes. I want left and give you with this. DJ Force. DJ Force. Where they go, before you go, I want that you will listen to this, that based on this, that you do your analysis, you give your final statement. Yeah, please do it. Just listen.
Yep.
You go do it.
Kill dog before dog die, so that dog no say died, unquote. This simply means executing the death penalty would almost always invariably serve as a uniquely potent deterrent against the commission of crimes that attract the death penalty. Today, death penalty will be no more. Cabinet and Parliament have found it necessary to repeal the same.
It was a privilege for the UK to support your government's ambitious and courageous move. On behalf of the diplomatic community here today, thank you for including us in this historic occasion. With the assent today, Sierra Leone has secured its place as a leading light and a bastion for human rights in the region. Now, at a time when democratic processes and rule of law are under pressure in every part of the globe, under your leadership, your government has made a very bold and powerful statement at home and also to the international community. And that is that Sierra Leone advocates for a rules-based international system founded on the principle of universal and unalienable rights for all its citizens.
Today we are making.
Now, DJ Force, the reason why I call this, when I hear the statement from the international community, how they praise President Tok and Ubio for what he do, he don't do inside the judiciary system. So,
yes.
Yes. Yep. So give you analysis of what you don't watch, and from there you give final statement.
I want to draw President B's attention, see, not to international body get a job. Now, Sierra Leoneans, they be vote for him. If Sierra Leoneans, they don't vote for you, international body, not they recognize you. So it is hard time President Bio for take strict measure on the ground. Because when a party or a government able to control the ground, they able to control the international body. President Bio today again, I want to draw your attention, say APC na the boss here. The past na Sierra Leone. Remember that. Let power not make you forget. APC, Papso, I fire picking before you domot. President Bio, if not to SLPP, APC will have for killing before he become president. Remember then, Tia. President Bio, remember say APC the Harashite, you go na AYV. Then ministers they always don't give their position. They not know the way APC harass past Lael Lawrence Lima. And then they jail. They jail on a Panema road. So one for tell you say you are an escrow would get mind passing company. Not to competition. But they draw your attention, say, we'll give you with party symbol for rules Sierra Leone, for make sure say for control whosoever in opposition, you don't forget voice pass you in the Republic of Sierra Leone. Today, some of we they don't disgrace, they don't cause mama them for this party from where they in our opposition. We don't count this government. We want to see control on the ground. We want to see control on the international body. Let us not allow international body for can dictate to we. And what make APC don't blackmail the government here? Na Tobo riot, McKinney riot, and Panemba Road riots. And also Chinese man them because attack Panemba Road. Now APC criminals, racketeers, rebels, political rebels. Now they go attack Panemba Road. Now for them here, all the riot will take place na Tombo, McKinney, and Panemba Road na Freetown. And APC party office, when they go run fake blood. These are all areas where APC now they organize them. This now be the history where they be the try for wait for gather for can blackmail government. Remember, say, not to APC vote for you, President Mio. SLPP, remember, say, na Sierra Leonean they give una power. Una take the power and let the law be above every Sierra Leonean. Una ministers, they wanna go sit down at their offices the day today. I want to tell una say, if not to SLPP vote for SLPP, una not go there at their office the day. And I want to draw una say APC want that position pass una. So it is hard time for stand up and come down to una loyalist supporters there for increasing at the government, for employing at the government. Una left for the give power. Una don't empower the opposition and pass the ruling party. This is not the correct message today at the left give to the nation. Yeah? Because of Tombo riot, McKinney riot, Panemba Road riot, now I make it don't go to European Union riot by doing this government. But we call for men to stand all. If you break the law in Sierra Leone, the law will deal with you. Judiciary is independent. If they don't say the judiciary is not independent, they are encouraging the judiciary for stand tall. For say, anybody you go with thugs per election or per any gathering, you go bomb to carry bomb government property, other people in there, they should be taken to Panemba Road. That is enough is enough. Now, me your message at the left you now today, because everything today where Master Samba they talk now, people you know exactly what they do, but now in political party they promote for bring APC to power. Yeah. So now I make Tombo riot, McKinney riot, Panemba Road riot. Now I made a no blackmail the government to European Union and APC party office riot. Because the police may not be able to deal with their crime committers there, now they don't turn around, they don't take the matter to European Union for blackmailing government. So my message what they left to the government, it is hard time for the government for those say not to APC vote for them and therefore discipline any political party, regardless of whether
Oh, that was DJ Force, the SLPP DJ. He will give him a final statement. Unfortunately, we don't lose and sometimes he will come back. But DJ Force utter one statement where I want to let the public see and know. DJ Force talk say we sit down where APC they grab, they make fake blood, they make propaganda to tarnish the reputation of this government. We also see one of the APC tycoon where they on media, it will take fake image from Cameroon, other country, they encounter and publicize and the whole media say, and also send on the international community say, now under President talk and do bill in government, this don't happen. So the APC, they believe in too much fake, too much propaganda, and too much lies. So just because my brother don't talk about this thing, them, so me say I get for count evidence what I get now the ACA, I almost see how APC then too fake, how they can manipulate and intimidate people there. But we, when at the pure blood, what would mean well for that country, we will continue to expose APC. So when I watch this video, they will not go know. Even this is also for the international community to see how APC then fake.
People when I keenly watch this video, I just the proof so when I say that guy are not to wound the wound. How you go get blood in no wound? Now fake blood they rub at them body. Just watch through. When I keenly watch this guy about the guy they laugh. When I see where they rub fake blood at them body. You know? The guy they laugh. They laugh. Now fake blood they rub. They get that thing with their vampire blood where they can use for them films and then the guy go up just for staying this country. You don't really tell where. You see how man they fake? This na thing way the well plan. Then clearly talk and say after the verdict, they be done by all equipment then. After the verdict, they go rub up that blood, then say policeman them go to the office, beat them, damage them. Now the game plan. You even get some police officers, they clearly know say that even know of their actions there. So when I see this lady way they make the sharp mouth, this na ain't get the ink na in bag. Or you even get some man them way carry them aware of the issues. So that they escape with it, they say they go hospital. They get the ink na in bag. Now ink they will walk by them body. Not to no blood. Yes. Not to no blood. Now well plan something for just give a name to the government.
Well, when I don't see this, now so APC can operate, now so that they behave. We all see how they do them fake things and just to give the government bad name. Then at the end of the day, this woman where they talk about, this APC Alajo, where it don't transform itself as election observers, they under they go pardon election, then they write bad reports against this government. Yeah. So we just wanted the government and also the international community let them understand say Marcelo Samba na APC operative. If not lie, when I ask them for a wedding ring, when I go see APC right there, a man where married na APC man. So these are some of the things that we would say. President Bio, when I don't see a lot of things that we don't show here today. And everybody, APC not to better people them. Trust me. APC they're not better at all. Just because they want to come back in a power that they use boku things then. After at the end of the day, they make Sierra Leoneans then go with hunger, see how what happen in Salone. People then time come under and as by Chroma, people then they go eat chicken, dirty box. So all that thing and they we know they forget about time. So SLPP with me your final message I will give when I say when I stand strong. And also, when I not milk APC, Dr. Richard Conte not going to pass around. They make like say in a giant where APC they discredit the judiciary system, where a certain let the judicial system stand tall, just like how DJ Force they say. Anybody will misbehave, can with can with cures, or if you say in a talk, let the law apprehend them. Because they can left them, there they go. Now for them they make, they say where the judiciary system is not stand strong. After all, we see Paulo Conte go cause trouble, and left and go free. But that President Bill pardon because now Motaman we elect people then. He can forgive. He loves Sierra Leone. He don't hold grudge against anybody. Even we know say they be bossing head, they be do boku things then against them, or he forgive them. But today we see parastatals then. Like that one here where you see it, the map where it go, it don't cause problem na salon. It don't go as a foreign minister. Na America, a thief boku money now. They say can like account for them. It's map they cause on troubles them. They try for incite people there. This is not the kind of thing that we will not want now with society. We know they encourage them. So the law let the law take in step to see how best to stop all them things then they. You see man like this map it cause chaos. They misinform the supporters then just because they want come back in power. But how they go get power? It's not possible because they know me well. And people that way they don't serve in Boku government in that country, they when they don't do nothing. They face Sierra Leonean. At the end of the day, 11 good years, they come back. But then inside that 11 years, see how people then be suffer. See how what they treat with people then. This the tell we say they're not better. So now we can wrap the program and close them and tell us say APC not mean well for Sierra Leone and they not mean well for we all. Once again, this Mina Dima the Great, the SLPP, Baba. But today I they talk not for SLPP, but they talk as a concerned Sierra Leonean. What mean well for that country. But Madam Tenepaka say, if you don't give last word, but I see say inside one can talk more small by this thing, let I close them up. So welcome, Madam.
So we'll see what happens. We set up a mediation
Madam
Are they
Tene,
inside the studio?
yes,
Yes,
they live.
they live.
Sierra Leoneans there. Any government will mean good for in people them. You know go give them any kind food there. When I see how President Bio don't attack the corona wey Cannas alone, how many people they lost their life? How many people they be die during the Ebola? Which statement will get from the opposition leaders then for car on board for sensitize with people then about the coronavirus? Instead, that other seller he been comot, he want know how much money government get for this corona. Yeah. So Sierra Leoneans then una wise up. Yeah, una wise up now catch up with the rest of the world. We dey behind. We dey far behind even within we own continent. Country dem dey all know dey match up with them. Sierra Leone dey among one of the poorest countries dem in Africa. Why this dey be? Because na mismanagement and corruption. And also anti-corruption, una don see the propaganda wey dem dey play. So do ya una all step up una game. The one that wey dey own that country, let dem return that money there. Yeah? Make dem create employment. Dima me Marcela Samba I no dey go to her. I no allow make am relevant inside this game here. May it continue. Me dey just say SLPP dem get credible women dem get credible man dem wey na good writers dem, make dem encourage dem. Dem even get guys dem na diaspora here wey dem dey write very well. Make dem encourage dem, make dem take up the media. Let dem the communication na very important. You know me say wey talk to somebody na a position e dey can't take, but talk to am. Let them feel say them belong. Then they go left here. Then go even do that job there in a salon. Let them open communication to people then. We go able to on board this game here. Yeah. Now that no mommy get for tell now. APC they know they meet up. They know they meet up. Then they come back. Who say Naya? 2024. Body my good body water. But me I don't talk. I don't need for talk about again. Good body water.
Thank you very much. That was the voice of Madam Tene Paka.
The president addressed the issue of coronavirus. How many people then die in salon because of COVID-19? Now, because we get a credible and responsible government and president, we see how it work very fast for make sure say it put that situation under control. Even the West be don't speculate say Africa go get the heaviest disaster because we not get the biggest hospitals and doctors there under this COVID-19. But by the end of the day, back to sender, not then get the casualty there. So give we body water for that music. We go vote and back Dima. May APC go rest.
Thank you. That was the voice of Madam Tene Paka. We just don't see the hard fact. Nothing but the fact and the truth. If you just join with this now SLPP weekly news, now yeah, you can enjoy the truth. Now yeah, you can enjoy the hard fact. Now yeah, we can talk what we know say a better and meaningful for Sierra Leoneans then. We know say the APC Tolongo Toge Pambodi they're not good for that country there. They're not good because if you're good, you're not going to see what this president they can do to try for transform your nation, but then when they still blackmail them. When I want to destroy the people, then 2.5 million picking the way they go to school, where their mama then they don't be the pay school fee today they don't pull on their head. So they go school now free. They get food, they eat free, but good things then they will president you don't do. With no government one they do them. So for Giam, A plus for what they do. But APC no mean well because if you mean well for your nation, you're not going to do them kind of behaviors then they just because you want counter power. What I expect APC for them to do, then they say salon force, ever put salon force. But how they go put salon force? This is not politician that we don't face Sierra Leone, where they be done in power before. Native boku money then. Then get boku woman then, vandalize with picking them, and buy boku houses then abroad. Some of them mortgages then now where they don't buy. What did that happen? They want pay back. Some of them, if they don't pay, they go pull on their hand. So they won't come back by power, by fire, by force. Now make you see them then desperate so. Now make you see that they don't recycle. They all don't come back together to see say by coming together, they go can succeed to remove this government. But they know say Sierra Leoneans, we're not stupid. We're not fool. We know what's up. We know say President Biya what they do. No other leader not do one before. We not say APC, they do this no more because they want come back in power. So can't thief. They're not thief man them. They don't love the country. They get bad out for the country. But we they are to expose them. And the Bible and the Quran always there to expose them. So me family, if just they join with, just like they can't give body water now, before I close this program. President Bio, that hardworking president. Seeing this man don't kind of power and a kind of power, and not they blow. And not that blow. APC then, they say, because they know they're not power, what did they go do? Then go make sure what he demand they can do for them school picking there. Then go one point. Boy, how will not go wicked so? So when I want to tell me say when I picking they know they per benefit that free quality education. When I picking they know they per when I say no they per enjoy that electricity within the country where before una time when I not be get light, what you wanna be they do? When I find some of them ministers then APC minister then they don't know they pay light B. Even when they count this light, they still thief light. So but things then they were APC, they know they do so that night don't sweet and they mouth. But what are they tell now? This is not President talk and do bill where people there be don't pray God for let it come to come revive Mama Salon. So anybody where if you say you want poor President you an image, it not work. So now give body water, now we enjoy. This is SLPP Weekly News. President Bio talk and do, we go vote and back. We the vote and back because now we leader. If you just join with this na SLPP Weekly News, I will tell una say tata and tell followers, fans, the one that always watch, viewers, sharers. Una all thanks very much for this program. Una share on to the one that will not get the opportunity to enjoy. This is na SLPP Weekly News and they come every Wednesday. Today, I'll be there in studio with Madam Tenepaka, the woman where they keep the record straight. the SLPP police, and then with the SLPP DJ, the man where not the only DJ where na original DJ for SLPP, any other DJ na fake, na lie. The man where they keep the record straight also. I get there today. So when I share tomorrow we get program when I SLPP hour. Then Saturday we get current affairs. Then Sunday First Lady at work. Then so forth, so forth. I tell una thanks. Now how the program get for end today. I go say bye bye. SLPP one country, one people will stand strong. Victory. The APC not intimidate we. Love you all.